Roane County Raider football is on the air. Stay tuned for all the exciting play-by-play action coming up next. Roane County High School football is brought to you by these supporting sponsors: Penna's Barbershop, Roane General Hospital, Josh Hardware, Furniture Appliance, Backyard Ford, Ashley Insurance, Goldacre Law, PLLC, APS Air Production Services, Full Fences Pharmacy, Anita Harold Ashley for Circuit Nutrition, Honest Fresh Flooring, D&D Motors, D&D Supply, Family Healthcare, Rose Auto, Road Realty, Ormanel Daniels, State Farm Supply, Josh Downey for Circuit CCI, Environmental Compliance, General Store, Winnie Hamilton Health, Oka Valley Bank, Spencer McDonald's, INS, Intelligent Networks, Top Rentals, Spencer Cash Savings, Brandon Dental, DW Excavating LLC, Spencer Pizza Hut, Spencer B Insurance, Philip Deeper for Roane County Sheriff, Calhoun Banks, and the Player of the Game Award, sponsored by Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. And now we take you to the press box. Here's your Raider broadcast crew: Andrew Miller, John Penna, and Matt White. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 1, opening week of high school football across the great state of West Virginia. For fans of high school football around the state, tonight resembles an unofficial national holiday. As August begins, so too does the countdown to kickoff. And as the weeks pass, the excitement across the state builds until finally it's time for Friday Night Lights. From two-a-days through preseason scrimmages and now to the cusp of the first Friday night under the bright lights. The wait is over. From the big cities to the small country towns, teams, fans, and families will load up the buses, cars, and trucks of football stadiums throughout the wild, wonderful West Virginia landscape. The time has come to officially kick off the 2023 high school football season. High school football in small communities can often feel like a roller coaster from year to year. There may be good seasons followed by bad, great followed by miserable, lean times followed by buffets, and so it goes. The football program at Roane County High School is no exception. We've experienced plenty of highs and plenty of lows in our 30-year existence. We are always reminded never to take for granted the good times. And my, how good the times have rolled in the past 2 seasons. 2 consecutive quarterfinal appearances in the Class AA state playoffs, a combined record of 19-4, and the school's first ever undefeated regular season in 2022. The Raiders certainly have momentum entering 2023, but there are no guarantees in this game. Last year was just that, last year. The Raiders lost much talent from 2022. However, they also returned much talent. The question remains to be seen. Will the 2023 Roane County Raiders create their own history? The quest begins tonight as the Raiders make the long and winding trip to Raleigh County to face off against the Shady Spring Tigers in the first ever meeting between the schools. The Tigers will be plenty motivated to turn things around after a 3-win season that ended their streak of 3 straight playoff appearances. We invite you to join in as we officially open the 2023 high school football season now. Roane County, say it with me. It's time to kick the tires and light the bonfires. It's time for Raider football. Live from Thomas Field on the campus of Shady Spring High School, we welcome you to WVRC 104.7 FM's live coverage of your Roane County Raiders.
And we welcome you into Thomas Field in the campus of Shady Spring High School as we prepare for our opening game of the 2023 season. Roane County and Shady Springs, the first ever meeting between these 2 Class AA schools. My name is Andrew Miller, alongside my entire crew: John Penna, Matt White, Katie Nutter on camera, and Joe McDonald with A&M Digital Technologies, providing our graphics, instant replays, and the scoreboard. An opportunity here to find out what the 2023 version of this Roane County Raider team is going to look like, John.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting start to the season here, Drew. A new opponent in Shady Springs, but a lot of new faces on the varsity level, but a lot of guys with ties that played last year. Not in the same positions probably as last year. You got some guys that have moved around, but a great opportunity for these kids to get a chance to come in here and start a varsity game. These guys have played a lot of football throughout their life, and they've won a lot of games throughout. But different game now. You're at the varsity level here in Shady Spring.
Obviously, one of the question marks coming into the 2023 season, John, we're talking about the offensive line production. You lost 3 big linemen from last season. You still have the anchors on the left side in Jacob Bunner and Noah Jett, but you bring 3 new starters in, including a brand new center. You know, you get used to having such a just a very balanced center for 3 years in Matthew Schaefer. He's moved on, as well as have the other 2. So you got a bunch of sophomores and 1 junior coming in to fill that role. It's a guaranteed opportunity for them, but we don't really know how they're going to progress until you see them on the field in an actual game.
Yeah, you know, you've had the scrimmages and you've had your spring camps and your summer stuff, but it's a different game here tonight, Drew, because it's going to be so fast for those guys. They've got to get their reads. They've got to understand if the ball's coming to their side, so they've got to be on their assignment. It starts up front as always. You know, playing running back, you love an offensive line that's going to block for you and going to open up those huge holes. Last year we had 2 guys, you know, over 1,000 yards, and a lot of that was attested to the offensive line. This year you've got a couple different backs that are going to have to step up and be the guys because you lost Begler and Delk. But Shea Harper is no slouch. Brandon Richardson is no slouch. Clay Walker has worked his way into a starting position at the fullback spot. So guys are going to touch the ball. It's going to depend on what these guys can do up front and win the trenches.
Well, I spoke with Coach Burdett, obviously, before we came on the air here. He was talking about there's going to be those first game issues. There may be some nerves out of some of these young guys, but that's going to happen, I think, on both sides. It's just the way things go. First game of the year, there may be some mistakes. The question is how you overcome those mistakes in the first game.
Yeah, and you know, for the last 2 years, like we've talked about both of these groups now, you had so many guys that were just varsity ready, and you didn't have a whole lot of mistakes. Like we've talked about both of these groups. You know, it's one of those things that you've just got to roll with the punches. You know what I mean? You've got to put those plays behind you when things don't work out your way. You've got to forget about it quickly and just move on from that, learn from your mistakes, and just be ready for the next play.
Well, Matt White, I brought to the attention of Coach Burdett, I mentioned that Shady went 3-7 last year, missing the playoffs after 3 straight appearances, and I hearkened him back to when we missed the playoffs for 3 straight years, and then we came out with a fire. This is a crew that's very balanced this year. This is a crew in Shady Spring that brings back a lot of talent. They've got their quarterback back. He is going to be the commander on offense. 6'4", 210-pound Brady Green. He's going to be a load to handle.
Yeah, he is, and this is a team that likes to spread it out, 3-4 wide receivers at a time. They're looking to get the ball up and down the field quickly. Green missed his sophomore season with a knee injury. Struggled a little bit early last year. I think was a little tentative with that knee early in the season, and you saw later in the year throughout some of his film he was getting more aggressive and not afraid to tuck and run the ball. This guy was running about 235 last year. He has really transformed his body, is Brady Green, and he will be the anchor on this offense. They replaced the running back position as well. Gavin Davis, he's a big load of a kid, 6 foot, 205-pound, runs hard, just a lot of weapons. So your secondary for Roane County is really going to be tested today, and you've got a lot of young guys that are filling those positions. Guys from last year like Shea, like Lane, they're being asked to do more in the linebacker spot. You're going to see guys like Cooper Greathouse getting some time out there in the secondary. Brody Proctor possibly as well. Andy Jetton, a guy who has played corner, is now being asked to play a defensive end spot. So there's been a lot of moving parts from what we've been accustomed to over the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, on the outside you're also going to see obviously Jacob Greathouse, who played very limited duty in the defensive backfield last year. He's going to be called upon as a corner, as will Chad Blosser. One good thing back there is you've got the speed and aggression of Brandon Richardson at safety. That guy is a safety that plays basically as a linebacker in and out. It doesn't matter. He gets to the ball.
That guy is, at all times, looks like he's just been shot out of a cannon. He will fly to the ball, does B. Rich. Probably the fastest guy on this team. Try to utilize that on both sides of the ball, because that guy can keep up with anybody on this field.
Well, it's been a long time coming for 2023. Both teams into the locker rooms. The band and the cheerleaders are on the field making the big, long tunnel for their team to run out of. While we get a chance, we'll take a break for our sponsors. When we return, more pregame coverage. We'll have the Coach's Corner interview with head coach Paul Burdett. After these messages, you're watching and listening to Roane County Raider football on WVRC.
I'm Circuit Judge Anita Harold Ashley, and I'm proud to sponsor this ad supporting the Roane County Raiders. I've spent a lot of time participating in sporting events in my lifetime as a player, a Raider parent, and a fan. I've observed there are lots of ways people enjoy the games. It might be like my dad, who quietly studied the game to catch stats, or my dear mom, who gained a reputation for yelling at the refs. Or the fan may be there primarily to enjoy the band or the cheerleaders. But it's clear, we're all rooting for the Raiders. Let's win.
Paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Anita Harold Ashley, Kate J. Burbank, Treasurer. When it comes to providing facility solutions and maintenance support to the industrial and railroad industries, as well as port and inland terminals and Department of Defense operations, nobody does it better than Air Production and Service, Inc. At APS, our team is dedicated to providing high-quality service, parts, and equipment for your air production systems. Whether you are in need of air compressor products or services, you can turn to our team with confidence. We have offices located in Jacksonville, Florida, Corbin, Kentucky, Pembroke, North Carolina, and Spencer, West Virginia. To expand our reach and make it easier for you to get the help you need with minimal wait or frustration. Contact us today to learn more about the different types of services and products we offer. Contact your local APS representatives, Mike and Michelle Spears in Spencer, West Virginia at 304-927-2550. Proud supporter of all Roane County athletics.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is Ashley Insurance. Get a quote today at ashleyinsures.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
We welcome you back to Shady Spring High School, getting set for the opening kick. Had a chance to talk with head coach Paul Burdett about this upcoming opening game of the season. This is what he had to say.
Standing here in the end zone once again for another season of Raider football with head coach Paul Burdett, 2023. I mentioned in the intro, Coach, last year was just that. It was last year. It was great. It was fun. It was memorable. But this is a new season. Has it been any of an issue with these guys, or are these guys prepared for this year and looking to make their own mark?
Well, yeah, I think they are. We've had a long summer, Drew, and it seems like they just keep getting longer. A lot of work's been put in. These guys came in and were focused from the get-go, and they've done a really good job all summer. It just, at some point in time, it just gets monotonous until you get to what we've got to this week, which is game week. And like I said the other night at the radio station, you got to be able to find yourself an endpoint, and that's where we're at now. We're ready to come play a football game against somebody other than ourselves.
Obviously, you returned 15 starters, so that's a good thing. The question is the guys you're moving to different places to replace those players from last year. You've had two scrimmages, but scrimmages are what they are. This is the first game and game speed that some of these guys are going to see at their current positions. Are you feeling confident at least about the way they've produced so far?
Yeah, I think they've come along really well. It's tough to switch positions and do all that stuff or be a new guy when everybody else is up to speed. But these guys have really done a good job of getting themselves to that point. And, I think we had flashes in the first two scrimmages of what we were capable of. and we're going to find out here tonight exactly what we're capable of, and I'm looking forward to it.
Brand new opponent in Shady Spring, still out of AA. They missed the playoffs last year for the first time in 4 years. I look back to the years that we were thin and came back after that final third year and got things righted, got the ship righted. This is a motivated Shady Spring team. Have you seen things on film, with a little bit of film that you have, that's you can, again, what worries you, what do you look to exploit?
I think they're a really solid football team from what we've seen on film. Fundamentally sound. They do things the right way. And film's limited in scrimmages, but from what we've seen, we're going to come out and play our best football tonight and hope to be able to have enough to get the win.
Obviously, first game, there will be some jitters. There may be some issues on both sides with not the best play. How do you overcome those first game issues that seem to pop up with every team?
I tell our guys all the time, it's like being a pitcher or even as a quarterback. Every throw is not going to be great. And if you continue to think about the previous throw, then it's going to mess up the next throw. So we got to have a short memory span. If something goes bad, forget it, move on to the next play, be ready to go, make that play better. There's going to be some mistakes. There's going to be some mess-ups. Hopefully we've got the majority of them out with the two scrimmages, but we still got some youth, and we're going to find out about it.
Well, with those two scrimmages, Coach, I do see 3 on the sideline. Looks like JV-looking players, maybe. The healthier team coming in here in this first game.
Varsity-wise, we're healthy right now. I've gone through camp without any issues, really. I got a couple JV guys that are down and out trying to get back, but it's a slow process. Nothing major, just nagging injuries that need time to heal.
Well, Coach, it is the first game of the 2023 season. We wish you the best of luck. Let's get it started right.
Thanks, Drew. We appreciate it.
Head Coach Paul.
That was head coach Paul Burdette, and obviously he is excited about this upcoming season. But you got to get things done, and no matter whether it is the first game of the season or not, we are ready to go, and that is just how it's going to be. While we have a second, as the captains are meeting at midfield, let's take a look at the starting lineups. First off, on offense for the Shady Spring Tigers.
Well, this is a big offensive line. A lot of guys coming back from last season. You've got 6'3", 220-pound junior Colton Henderson, 5'10", 195-pound junior Connor Davis. At center, the 5'10", 195-pound sophomore Joe Calger. At the right guard, 5'10", 220-pound Jonathan Cantley. He is a junior. And at the right tackle spot, 6'1", 250-pound senior John Hinkle. And that boy has got some arms on him. I was very impressed there during the pregame area. In the backfield, you've got the 6', 205-pound Gavin Davis. He is a senior. 4 wide receivers. You'll occasionally see a tight end come in. The 4 wide go Jalen Bailey, 5'8", 150-pound junior. Aiden Lester, 6'2", 170-pound junior. Josiah McCoy, 6', 165-pound senior. And Nathan Easley, 5'10", 145-pound junior. The tight end will be Gabe Noblet, 5'10", 190-pound junior. And we talked in the pregame about the big 6'4", 210-pound senior quarterback, Brady Green.
A lot of new faces, a lot of new names in new positions on defense. Andy Jetton at 1 DN position, 5'11", 175 senior. Coben Cottrell on the other side, a 6'2", 220 junior. D tackles, Jacob Bunner, the senior, 6'2", 285, and 270-pound junior, 6'2", Noah Jett. Linebackers, outside Shea Harper, 6', 175 junior. Sawyer Hunt, 6'1", 165 senior. In the middle, Lane Watson, 6'2", 210 junior. Clay Walker, 5'9", 195 junior. In the defensive backfield, Brandon Richardson at 1 safety position, 5'7", 160 senior. And the rest corners, Jacob Greathouse, 5'9", 145-pound sophomore. Chad Blosser, 5'10", 130 junior. And Cooper Greathouse, 5'8", 145 sophomore.
4-3 defense up front, 6'3", 220-pound junior Colton Henderson, 5'10", 220-pound junior Jonathan Cantley, 6', 270-pound junior Nathan Hill, and 6'1", 205-pound senior Braylon Holstein. The linebackers, Connor Davis, Joe Koger. Silas Purdue, the freshman, goes 5'10", 220. Secondary, Caden Helmer, Jalen Bailey, Josiah McCoy, and Christian Smith.
We'll get Roane County's offense when they take the ball. It will be Raider possession to begin. Back deep, standing at the 10, Shea Harper, Brandon Richardson, the big 6-foot senior. Jacob Shamlin has a cannon for a leg. Ball will sail right to left from the radio dial. Leg in, high, end over end kick taken by Harper at the 10. Up the gut he goes, looking for running room. He breaks free. Here goes Shea Harper on the opening kickoff of the 2023 season, all the way to the 5, to the goal line, and he is down at the 1-yard line.
What a return.
Man, you could see that thing open up from the get-go, Drew.
Number 31.
There was nobody inside the middle. Everybody kind of went to the outside. Shea Harper.
At the 10,
great
up the
job
gut he
of
goes,
just,
looking for running room. He breaks
taking
free.
everything straight
Here
to the
goes
gut.
Shea Harper on the opening kickoff of the 2023 season, all the way to the 5, on the to inside, the goal pushed line, everyone and he out is and down the the 10, field, straight up the up the gut he middle. goes, looking Shea for running Harper room. He caught breaks at the free. last Here second, goes Shea fought at the Harper 5, on the down to the opening 1-yard line, kickoff. extended the ball, knee down at the 1. An 89-yard kick return.
Special teams, especially early on in the season, can be a problem.
Sophomore quarterback Jacob Greathouse under center. Back split in the backfield. The quick hitter. Up the gut it goes. And one play in. It is Clay Walker, the touchdown.
Bulldozed himself into the end zone there, Drew, but special teams, especially early on in the season, just can be a problem. Just
sophomore quarterback Jacob Greathouse under center. Back split in the backfield. The quick hitter
into the end zone for the first touchdown of the 2023 season.
Raiders will look to kick the extra point. Coben Cottrell. The holder is Jacob Greathouse. The snap back, the hold down. The kick is up. It is tattooed straight up the gut, and it did not take but 19 seconds into the first quarter, and the Raiders have struck first and struck quickly. 7-0 break. Sophomore quarterback Jacob Greathouse under center. Back split in the backfield. The quick hitter. Up the gut it goes, and one play is.
Special teams, especially early on in the season, can be a
This is Jennifer Board-Nichols at Board-Nichols
quarterback Jacob Greathouse under center. Back split in the backfield.
The quick hitter. About what the future holds. During these uncertain times, we want you to know that one thing will not change, and that's the service and the professionalism we will offer you at Board-Nichols Realty. My grandmother started this company over 63 years ago, and one thing hasn't changed. If you use Board-Nichols Realty to buy or sell your home, you are guaranteed to receive service that is guided by principles like honesty and wisdom and a conscience. Owning a home is the American dream, and that hasn't changed. So let Board Depew Realty show you the way to that dream. Even if the times are changing, principles and service shouldn't. So let Board Depew Realty show you that some things remain the same.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
Matt White writing touchdown quickly in the first quarter.
Gotta love it. Shea Harper sets that thing up with the 89-yard kick return down to the 1. Clay Walker, the fullback dive, plunges in just 19 seconds off the clock. Roane County up 7-0.
Jalen Bailey, Josiah McCoy back deep. Approaching is Cottrell. High, end over end kick down to the 5. Far side, Bailey working to the near side, looking for room to run. Tremendous coverage by the kick team, and Bailey will advance it out to about the 22-yard
line. Tackle was made by number 25.
It's like Shea Harper also getting in there on the defensive side as Shea and Clay
first down.
Combined for that tackle there on the special team. Special team's going to be a big factor early on in the season here, Drew.
We mentioned that with Coach Burdett on Wednesday night during the Raider review. First opportunity to see the senior Brady Green into the shotgun. He goes, flanked to his right. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. The snap is back. Green fakes, keeps himself off tackle, and he hits a wall, including Jacob Bunner.
Brought down to the ground by number
fights
69.
out to the 24. That'll be a gain of just 1 yard.
Yeah, Bunner finally, this senior year, he is the anchor on both offensive and defensive fronts. Just takes care of business there, and nice wrap up.
You said the wall, including Bunner. Bunner is just a wall himself. Big lad.
Second down and 9 at the 24 of Shady. Green, quick drop over the middle. That one overshoots Bailey. Bailey had made it past the second line of defense, John, but that pass was a little bit too tall.
Yeah, that time he just kind of looking for that seam route. He bent it a little bit too much. He had B. Rich over the top, though, there for some help.
B. Rich only 160, John, but he hits like a 200-pounder.
Yeah.
3rd down 9 from the 24. Shotgun formation. Snap back to Green, looking over the middle, flushed out of the pocket, falls to the ground. Did his knee hit before the ball was released? If so, it will be a loss of yardage. If not, just an incomplete pass. It looks as if he did get it away.
Incomplete pass. Lane Watson, though, middle linebacker.
9 from the 24, shotgun formation.
He just took a swing at his legs, and the quarterback had to get rid of it quickly.
To get 2 for the takedown?
2.
Defensive backs tested in the first series. Back deep, Shea Harper, Brandon Richardson at their own 41. Snap back, the punt low. Angled towards Roane County sideline, takes the bounce at the 50, picked up by Richardson at the 45. Down the sideline goes B. Rich. Boy, that was a dangerous grab with a lot of blue jerseys bearing down. Richardson, though, fearless.
Yeah, he's fearless. Wasn't as bad. I would have probably taken that thing, but you were close to the sideline, and it looked like the wall was going to be able to be set up, but he had a tiptoe out of bounds.
Well, John would have taken it because he's a lunatic, but that's all right.
No guts, no glory, right?
Absolutely.
Second possession offensively for Roane County, beginning at the 10:39 mark, leading 7-0 inside of Tiger territory at the Shady 44. Cottrell splits to the near side, whistle, and a timeout quickly by the Tigers. Shady didn't like what they saw, so a timeout on the field will take it with them. 7-0 Roane County at the 10:30 mark of the first quarter.
This message comes to you courtesy of Brandon Dental Associates, conveniently located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. Benjamin Franklin is credited with saying an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and so it is with daily and regular professional preventive dental care. Brushing twice a day and flossing once a day, combined with regular professional preventive care at least twice a year, can help provide a lifetime of dental health. Call Brandon Dental at 304-927-2775 for your family's dental care. That's Brandon Dental Associates at 304-927-2775.
Out of the Shady Spring timeout, 1st and 10 Roane County, second offensive possession. The first one was lightning fast. The 89-yard kick return by Shea Harper, followed by the 1-yard plunge by Clay Walker. Roane County with a 7-0 lead. The defense does its job, goes 3 and out, and the Raiders begin this series at the Shady 44. Cottrell splits near side. Backs in the eye, handoff, Richardson, off tackle, fighting for some yardage. He'll get a couple hard yards for Richardson.
Is brought down by the Shady Spring.
That time number 53, Henderson on the stop.
Along the front line offensively, we didn't get to talk about this. Right tackle, Tyson Freeland, the junior, 6'2", 255. Hogan Greathouse, right guard, 5'10", 235, sophomore. Colton Elliott, the center, 5'9", 230, sophomore. Jacob Bunner, 285, 6'2", senior, and the left guard. Noah Jett, the left tackle, 6'2", 270. 2nd down and a long 8. Back split this time. Greathouse, misdirection play. Harper churning those legs. He'll pick up a nice 3-yard gain inside the 40, and he'll be marked down at the 39. That will bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Raider offense. They're moving right or left to right from our vantage point. We're just down below the press box here at Thomas Field, right in the middle of the Shady fans. 3rd down and 5. Cottrell near side split. Wing on the far side is Richardson. Back split in the backfield. Greathouse going to fake the give, looking to roll out. He'll dump it over the middle. He has got his man, Lane Watson at the 20, inside to the 15-yard line. Very patient rollout by the sophomore Greathouse.
Yeah, that time he was looking downfield a little bit further. As you see, Coben Cottrell going a little bit further, but you got a drag coming across the middle, and Lane Watson, good read that time by the sophomore, and a nice run after catch by Lane Watson.
You've got to be patient on those backside drags to wait for Lane to find that opening, and Greathouse delivered a nice strike, but
bring it back.
We got ourselves a penalty.
Didn't even see the flag. I was so hyped about looking downfield.
And there is maybe some of that youth showing through. There was an illegal man downfield. You can imagine it was a lineman, John. So
3rd down.
Back it up, take away the big gain, and now 3rd and 9 at the 43 of the Tigers. 9:20 and rolling, first quarter action, first game of 2023. Raiders leading 7-0. Richardson in motion, quick sweep. Richardson looking for an open hole. Great coverage, though, by the linebacker. Bailey coming in flying and got Richardson by the legs.
Yeah, he kind of looked like B-Rich there on that one. 1 versus 1. Bailey goes low. B-Rich not quite used to running the ball a ton. It's going to bring up a 4th down here for the Raiders.
Now, there will be a learning curve for Richardson as a running back. He got just a little bit of time last year. Played specifically defense in Texas before moving to Roane County. 4th down and 7. The yard to reach is the 34. Greathouse goes under center, back split.
Hard cadence.
Looking for the Cleveland, did not get it, so Roane County will burn their first time out. 8:31 remaining, 4th and 7. We'll be back after these messages.
Calhoun Banks is your hometown bank. We've been serving Calhoun and the surrounding areas for over 120 years. We offer many financial and banking services, including commercial, online and mobile banking, mobile wallet, our annual Deals on Wheels loan sale, home and construction loans, and we specialize in land-only loans. With offices in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, Elizabeth, and Glenville, we are ready to serve the needs of all of our communities. Stop in and see us at one of our 4 locations today. Visit our website at calhounbanks.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Calhoun Banks WV. Lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday lobby hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, our drive-through is open 8:30 a.m. to noon.
Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome you back inside Thomas Field here in Shady Spring, West Virginia. 8 minutes, 31 seconds remaining first quarter. Raiders struck first. 89-yard kick return by Shea Harper. 1-yard plunge by Walker. 7-0 is your score. Raiders facing a 4th and 7 from the Shady 41. They must make the 34. Greathouse now into the shotgun. Receivers everywhere. He'll roll near side. Got some pressure coming. He tried to stop and tripped. He stayed upright, but was dropped anyway by the pressure of Connor Davis, the 5'10", 195-pound junior, and the Raiders will give it over on the sack.
Yeah, Greathouse that time just slipped. I'm not going to give a sack there. Not sure what Roane County was looking to do. Maybe go down, maybe go deep to be rich.
So the Raiders will drop back to where they started the drive, basically a 1-yard possession for Roane County. 1st and 10 near midfield for Shady. Green into the shotgun. Double wing set. He's got Davis right beside. Hands it off to Davis in the backfield. Pressure in the backfield, and Davis held up by Sawyer Hunt.
Yeah, Saul shot through that gap quickly.
Coburn Cottrell.
And did a great job of wrapping him up low and staying on there because that running back is a monster. Davis is 6'2", 205. Held on till he got a little bit of help.
You heard Coach Burdett raving about some guys changing their body types. Saul was one of them. He was very excited about putting it outside backer. Loss of 5, 2nd down 15 from the 43. Green going to look to throw. Near side, flares it out. Bailey with the catch. Bailey now running backwards, and he's going to be dropped at about the 45-yard line. He caught the ball, John, at what, the 48?
Yeah, it's look a little bit of a hitch there. That's what he looked like he was trying to do.
Lane Watson.
Lane and Shea combined for a nice tackle. It's going to be 3rd and about 5. Or no, 13, yeah, excuse me.
3rd and 13, a net gain of just 1 yard on that play. Tigers break the huddle, twin receivers both sides. Balanced formation, Green surveying. Sends Bailey across to the far side in motion. 3-step drop, looking, pressured again. Out it goes, and throwing it away is Green. And I tell you what, someone got away with a hold on Clay Walker. You could see that white jersey being torn from the shoulder pads.
Yeah, they Clay Walker, anybody that Roane County is shooting through the A gaps there, Drew, they're getting to the quarterback quickly. He's having to roll and get rid of the football.
A possible 3 and out once again. It sits at the 45 of the Tigers. Back deep again, Richardson and Harper. Going the punting. Is that Connor Davis or is that Colton Henderson? Henderson, the punter. That one angled to the near side. Takes a solid bounce, bouncing inside the 20, and it will go out of bounds at the Roane County 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
So, John, after the first score, quickly, it's been a battle of field position in the last two.
Yeah.
Roane County moving backwards this time.
Yeah, right now, Roane County's offense, didn't click there very well, but I believe here on this possession they're going to start getting loosened up. But defensively, Roane County has been on point so far.
Well, that penalty on the illegal man downfield was a killer that last possession because the Raiders had a 1st and 10 deep in the territory of the Tiger. They'll start this drive, the third one of the game, 6:53 mark first quarter, leading 7-0 at their own 17, near side hash. First time we've seen the heavy package. Harper, third man through, and that was diagnosed well by the front line of the Tigers.
Yeah, heavy has been our bread and butter the last couple of years. It's been something that we've been able to pull out when we needed. That time, Shady Springs defense ready for the job.
Well, they've obviously done their homework. When you look at that left side, you see some senior guys there, junior and senior guys who've been on the line, and they went to the short side. Raiders going to send Harper off late. Under center, Greathouse, quick hitter off tackle. Hard fighting yardage for, I believe, Clay Walker.
Number 25.
He'll fight out to the 20. It'll bring up 3rd and 7 with 6:05 and rolling in the first quarter. Roane County leading 7-0.
Yeah, those guys up front for Shady really pinning their ears back, Drew. Joe Koger there that time for the stop.
It looks like they're going to give him past the 20 to the 21. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Yard to reach is just about the 27 of Roane County. Receiver wide side. I formation. Greathouse going to pitch it outside. Richardson
got room.
Looking for the seal block. Puts the head down straight up, picks the correct lane, and fights out to the 31-yard line. And that will move the chains for Roane County.
You work it a little bit up the middle, and then you kick that thing to the outside. Nice little lane for B. Rich to be able to get his foot planted and kind of dive forward for that first down.
Out to the 31.5-yard line, 1st and 10 Roane County, 5:30 and rolling, first quarter action. Roane County leading 7-0, moving left to right here in the first. Coben Cottrell comes to the near side. That is the wide side of the field. Wing to the far side is Richardson. Backs staggered in the backfield. Handoff Harper. Bounces outside. Cuts inside. And I lost Harper at some point, and he is in a pile of blue jerseys still fighting for yardage. Give him maybe 5, though. That's a good hard run.
Yeah, that was a good hard run.
56, Jonathan Cantley.
So Jonathan Cantley in there on the stop. But Shea Harper using his body this year, Drew.
That brings
going to
up
truck some guys
down.
and keep those feet churning and picking up a couple extra yards.
He'll take 5 on first down all day, every day. He got 5 exactly out to the Roane County 37-yard line. 4.5 minutes counting here the first. 7-0 Raiders. Richardson now comes to the near side as a receiver. Greathouse surveying the landscape. Goes underneath center. Quick hitter off tackle. That is Clay Walker again. 2 hands on the ball, young man, and he will work his way out to near the 40-yard line, just shy.
That's what Clay Walker likes to do. Get in there and get dirty. He's a physical runner.
Jonathan Cantley.
Now it opens up a few different things for Roane County to be able to do here offensively, Drew.
Down.
As you can hear the PA announcer, it is 3rd down and short. Roane County needs the 42. It's at the 39.5. Ball spotted on the far side hash. Under center, Greathouse. 3 in the backfield balance. It'll be Richardson. Richardson's got the first. Richardson bounces it outside. Breaks to the edge. Richardson over midfield down to the 45. And he will be pushed out of bounds at the 40, call it the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he has such a quick takeoff here, Drew. If you look at the replay, you've got Lane, one of the best blockers out of the backfield, just going to lead the way.
And you're going to get a hold.
Oh, no way. It's going to bring it back, but hey, that's a good highlight.
3rd down.
Well, we
play for later.
Coach Burdett mentioned, what do you do when these issues come up in the first game?
Yeah.
You've got to be able to handle yourselves. Let's see where that takes place.
3rd down.
Well, it took place downfield. It wasn't on a lineman, I don't think, or maybe a lineman pushing his guy down the field. But that will back it up inside the 35. Roane County at the 34 with a 3rd and now 8.
Well, effort is there for Roane County here tonight, Drew, but a couple penalties have been costly here in this first quarter.
See if they've got something to overcome it here on 3rd and long. Greathouse moving into the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Rolling far side. Launches it. We've got another flag coming in. Nice catch by Sawyer Hunt right at the first down mark. But will it matter? They're showing a holding again, John.
By the body language of Bunner. He's not real happy.
Holding on offense.
So the Raiders moving the wrong way now. 2 straight holding penalties have taken the first down run by Richardson and backed Roane County very deep into their own territory. And it's going to be 3rd and quite a long way once they mark this off. 3:15 on a temporarily stopped clock.
You had the ball at the 39-yard line after that big run by B. Rich. Now you're looking all the way back to the 23 on the other side.
And that will bring up 3rd down and almost 10. We'll call it 3rd down and, or not 10, 3rd down and almost 20, 3rd down and 19. Quad receivers, 2 to either side. Harper the lone back. Greathouse, the quick hitter outside. Cottrell makes the grab. Cottrell up the middle. Cottrell's going to have the first down. And Coben Cottrell showing the strength in running and dragging number 88 Christian Smith down the field with him.
Yeah, just basically a little bubble.
That's a first down.
Here on the outside, Coben Cottrell catches it. Nice blocks downfield. That's going to set the tunnel up for him. And a touchdown-saving tackle here right about midfield.
Tremendous 3rd down and long conversion continues the drive here, the 3rd of the game. For Roane County, they struck on 1 play in the first after the 89-yard kick return by Shea Harper. 2:35 and rolling here, 1st and 10. New set of downs at the 49 of Roane County. Greathouse goes under center again. Here comes the scissors, misdirection carry.
Nobody
lots
there.
of room. Here's Richardson to the outside, to the 40, to the 35, and shoved out at the 30.
Richardson forced out of bounds by number
You get Coben
11.
Cottrell coming down the field a little further and getting a block
County, first down.
on McCoy. That's a touchdown.
Tell you could almost see Brandon leaning backwards, knowing where he was getting ready to go.
Right here, you see Cottrell, if he's able to get out in front, get that block.
Now Richardson gets on you quickly, doesn't he? A big gain.
He just outran his blocker.
Yeah, call it 21 on the carry. It'll bring up 1st down and 10, resting right at the 30 of the Shady Spring defense. Near side hash, under center, Greathouse. Greathouse, quick hitter off tackle. There is Walker bouncing like a bowling ball off of defenders and picking up 5 yards.
Clay Walker, a guy that's really worked hard in the offseason. He would go to 2-a-day practices, and then he would show up at the hospital gym as well, really getting in extra time. Him, Lane, Coben, a lot of those guys really putting in work.
2 minutes remaining, first quarter. Roane County leading 7-0 on a drive in their 3rd possession. They have fought against 3 penalties in this drive alone. The sophomore Colton Elliott under center. Approaches, gets underneath the ball. Here comes motion man. That is going to be Richardson in motion. They tried the scissors, misdirection again, and diagnosed by the backside defensive line. Shea Harper fell forward for a yard, maybe 2, John. That'll bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, Connor Davis in there on the stop for Shady Springs. It was the same play that they just ran with Richardson. It just didn't develop as quickly.
Tried to bring Richardson over the top as like a decoy and just sneak Shea underneath. Big 3rd down play here for Roane County.
4 down territory at the moment for Roane County. 3 in the backfield. 2 split and dotted by Richardson. They'll give it to Richardson, the 3rd man, trying to bounce it outside. Ball comes loose, and Roane County will give it up. The first turnover of the game. Richardson was trying to get the edge. He leaned out with that extra arm, John, and didn't have 2 hands on it, and that ball came out. Nice recovery by Connor Davis. He got there fast.
Yeah, I think Cantley was the first guy there that kind of punched that ball out. unfortunate because it was right there in the grass for B. Rich to recover that thing. But first turnover of the game, and like we talked about earlier, Drew, this is a different team than last year, so we've just got to look past that and be on to the next play.
Well, in the first quarter alone, the Raiders have fought some mistakes. See if they can come back. Green in the shotgun from the 20 or the 30-yard line. Green will keep it himself and shows that big body movement for a couple of tough yards.
Brought down by Roane County.
Noah Jett there that time, D tackle.
Number 25, Clay Walker.
40 seconds and rolling, winding down the first quarter. Roane County leading 7-0. It was the opening kickoff return to the 1 for Shea Harper. Clay Walker with the score. Cottrell with the extra point. That is the lone scoring so far. Receivers everywhere once again, 2 to both sides. Shotgun for Green, 3-step drop, looking over the middle. He'll launch one deep down the sideline and way over the head of the targets, which I believe was Nathan Easley.
Yeah, great coverage that time by Jacob Greathouse. Step for step, turned and looked, spotted the ball as well. That's the first time that Green has not really been pressured here by anybody up the middle. It was a nice job by the O-line, kind of holding those guys off for Roane County.
It'll bring up 3rd and 8 from the 32 of the Tigers. They are moving right to left for the final 14 seconds. Big third down opportunity for the Raider defense. Motion man near side. They'll flare it out. Overthrown again. That was intended for Josiah McCoy. And the Tigers will have to punt it for the third straight series with 10 seconds left. Well, it has been all pass, set for 1 run by Davis and 1 by Green.
I'm really surprised because on film with Westside, Davis ran the ball a lot and he was very effective. Maybe they don't like what Roane County's doing defensively.
Henderson back to punt at his own 20. It'll just be Harper now at the 30 of Roane County. And for the second punt in a row, they bring a man on late. That is the first game jitters. And whistles blow this play dead as Richardson may have had himself a block punt.
Yeah.
Now the Tigers will call a timeout. We'll take it with them. 10 seconds left in the first. Roane County up 7-0.
Carpenter's General Store in Spencer has been saving you money and giving you the best selection in Roane County since 1996. We have an amazing selection of domestic, import, and craft beers, ciders, and wines at the absolute lowest prices anywhere. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you. We have a sporting goods section with all the right fishing gear, locally crafted lures, and live bait. And we also carry a great selection of firearms and ammunition. And once again, if we don't have it, we'll get it for you with the lowest prices guaranteed. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So come see us at 746 Arnoldesburg Road in Spencer. It's a convenience store with a whole lot more.
We welcome you back to Thomas Field in Shady Spring, West Virginia. It has been a meh first quarter, other than the opening kick and the touchdown for Roane County. Mistakes on offense for Roane County. We've already got a fumble. We've had penalties with issues. Defense, though, have held their ground 3 and out 3 straight times as the Tigers ready to punt it away for the third straight series. Back deep now, Shea Harper and Richardson at their own 30 and 35. Snap is back. High, angled kick. Harper going to take it. Harper going to move with it side to side, and he is hit hard at the 38-yard line, keeps a hold of the football, and that will be the final play of quarter number 1. The 2023 Raiders leading it after one, 7-0. You're watching and listening to Roane County Raider football on WVRC.
Stop by Spencer Cash Saver to check out our fresh produce, quality meats, and our new grab-and-go deli sliced meats and cheeses. New 2-week ads start every other Thursday with the best prices for your budget. Save money and shop local at Spencer Cash Saver.
Guess what? D&D with dynamite. D&D will treat you right. D&D with lots of cars. D&D will sell you ours. Come
Come on down to D&D Motors and see Dan for your next quality used car. And for everyone who already has a used car, come and see Donna and her team of mechanics at D&D Customer Care for all your maintenance needs. From oil change to brakes and tires to alignment and everything in between. D&D, we are a full-service business that can meet all of your automotive needs. Call the dealership at 304-519-2157 or D&D Customer Care for your next appointment at 304-927-5688.
We welcome you back to Shady Spring High School after one complete. Raiders leading the Tigers 7-0. But, Matt, it was all on the first play and the first play of the game and the first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, like you mentioned, there's been a lot of mistakes that have really cost Roane County. A couple of untimely penalties that brought back some big plays. Richardson, I think, is running the ball pretty hard in the backfield. That's a good sign for him. Just got to do a better job of protecting that ball.
Team switching sides. Raiders 1st and 10 from their own 38. Right to left they will travel in quarter number 2. They'll split receivers to both sides. A pair. Shotgun for Greathouse. Harper with him in the backfield. It will be Harper on the handoff. And he'll jump cut in between the tackles, pick up what he can, John, and you like to see that. 3 will take.
Yeah, it looks like Shea may be down right here. Not sure what happened.
Injury on the field.
Oh, and that is not a good sign. Never a good sign when someone goes down. But obviously with Harper being the two-way starter that he is, plays on kick return, kickoff, he is on the field almost the whole time.
Shea's one tough cookie. So looks like they're looking at an ankle maybe.
Maybe got rolled up on that leg. He took a hard shot there, got sandwiched in between a couple of really big Shady defenders. That's tough, man. You got to hope it's nothing serious, but really taking their time with it.
Yeah, the hope is that's just like, again, an ankle roll. But I don't know. They're bringing out the bag. The medical bag here for Shea Harper. And we're going to go to a commercial, folks, while they are attending to Shea Harper on the field. 11:49 after the first play in the second quarter. 7-0 Roane County. Will check on the status of the Roane County player, Shea Harper, and be back.
Since 2019, DW Excavating has been serving Roane and surrounding counties. We offer services including, but not limited to, repairing driveways, construction site preparation, drainage solutions, property brush clearing, farm road construction, culvert repair and installation, and utility line installation and repair. We provide free estimates. Check out our Facebook page or contact us at 304-532-2968 for more information. DW Excavating, taking pride in our work and in our community. DW Excavating is a proud supporter of our Roane County High School athletics. Go Raiders!
This is Lady Raider volleyball and softball player Mahaley Nicholson for Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Since 2016, ECI has provided West Virginia with top-notch service for both home and commercial needs. We pride ourselves on working closely with our clients to ensure that projects are completed in a timely manner, that customer expectations are met or, in many cases, exceeded. Regardless of the job size, we have solutions for everyone. We specialize in septic systems, brush removal, dirt work, asbestos removal, and more. Check us out on the web at www.eciwv.net or contact us for a quote at 304-532-7653. Fax number 304-532-7653. Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Ed Nicholson, owner, West Virginia Contractors License 055775.
This is Ashton Rhodes, Chronic Care Manager at Roane County Family Healthcare. Are you struggling to control your blood pressure, lower your A1C, or manage other chronic health conditions? Do you ever feel overwhelmed or unsure after an office visit and need some extra help? If that's you, we can help. Roane County Family Healthcare is now providing chronic care management services for qualifying patients. By enrolling in our services, you will receive one-on-one consultations, an individualized comprehensive care plan, education, monthly check-ins, and more. All of this will allow you access to your care team easily for questions, concerns, or follow-up. So are you ready to team up and find a healthier version of you? Give me a call at 304-927-8139. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Let me help you manage your chronic conditions. Roane County Family Healthcare, healthcare for the entire family.
Groves Auto Service in beautiful downtown Arnoldesburg, West Virginia is a full-service auto center providing you with AC, front end and four-wheel alignment, tires, exhaust systems, to basic oil changes and state inspections, and full electrical diagnostic service. Our highly trained technicians with over 40 years of experience between them, Groves Auto Service in Arnoldesburg, West Virginia, 304-655-6765. And be sure to check out our Facebook page.
Hi folks, here at Hardman's, we are a full-service building material and hardware store. We have it all, from nuts and bolts to plumbing, electrical, best look paint, lumber, drywall, furniture, appliances, flooring, and kitchen and bath. Our best look paint is a sure win to brighten up your interior walls or spruce up your exterior. We don't just sell the products, but we deliver and install many of them as well. All of our installers are trained and certified. On top of all that, we know a little something about customer service. We'll greet you with a smile and have the knowledge to help you get the job done right. Stop in and let's tackle your next project together. Hardman's, our family serving yours since 1907.
We welcome you back, folks, to Thomas Field here at Shady Spring High School. Tough scene for Roane County as the do-it-all two-way starter and special teams player Shea Harper being helped off of the field. We were being told it was an ankle injury, and they had to make sure that he was secured and make sure that there was no movement in the lower leg, and he is being helped off the field. So our thoughts and prayers obviously with Shea, and you absolutely hate to see any injuries ever for anybody. But as Roane County fans on the first game of the season, in the first quarter basically, this one hurts. And we hope that everything is okay with Shea. And the game must go on. And so we will get started here once again. It will be 2nd down and 7 after Harper's run, just past the 40 of Roane County. 7-0, 11:35 and rolling here in the second quarter. Clay Walker takes the handoff, and he'll fight out a couple more yards for Roane County. So without Shea, John, you might see a little more of
you'll Sawyer Hunt. You'll see Sawyer Hunt that Coach has really been big on coming in playing some tailback. But you still have Clay Walker, and I wouldn't be surprised if you wouldn't see 88 in the backfield some, Drew. That's Lane Watson.
Yeah, you may have to shift what you're doing offensively. Gain of 3 by Clay Walker brings it out to just short of midfield at the 49. Roane County 3rd and 5. Here's the outside pitch. Richardson's got a lot of room, cuts it up at the 45, spins inside to the 43. And he is showing no hesitation, John. He's finding the holes quickly, and he is going at them.
Yeah, just a nice little pitch play here. Lane Watson's going to go out and try to lead the way here. Nice pitch out of the eye. And Richardson just so quick with those first few steps, gets himself out there, and Roane County picks up a first down.
Well, when the Raiders are not shooting themselves in the foot with some penalties, they are moving the ball here against this defense of the Tigers. 1st and 10 inside Shady territory at the 43. Cottrell and Hunt split to the near side. Backs in the eye. Quick hitter. Off tackle. Boy, Walker fighting for what he can get, and he got maybe a half of a yard, maybe a yard.
Yeah, he ran into the back of one of the guys up front.
He's going to earn every yard he gets tonight. Clock rolls at nearing the 10-minute mark. Raiders lead 7-0. The defense for Roane County has been stout. The offense has moved it relatively consistently. Just a couple of penalties and a turnover on a fumble. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 at the 43. Greathouse under center quickly, looking to throw to the outside. Looking deep down the field, throws into some traffic. Watson was there. He got a hand on it, but a tremendous defensive play by McCoy, knocking it out of the hands at the last minute of Lane Watson.
Incomplete pass.
Good, strong throw, but very dangerous. A lot of coverage around there.
Greathouse able to thread the needle very nicely on the run. 3rd down and 9.
Correction, 3rd down.
At the 43 of Shady, right to left, the Raiders moving. Stopped clock at 9:42 in the second quarter. Twins to both sides. Shotgun. Greathouse dumps it out. This time it's Watson on the hitch. Watson going across the field. Got to get it up the field. Look at Watson. Breaks a tackle to the 20, and he will get the first down. Weight room is the name.
Weight room and a little bit of help from a growth spurt.
He carried that defender 5 yards into the first down territory and then shucked the defender.
Yeah, just bubble under. Nice little stiff arm. Shucked off the defender. Try to do it again, but Roane County in great field position here.
That will move the chains on a big 3rd and 9 pickup by the pass and catch from Greathouse to Watson. 1st and 10, 21-yard line of Shady, far hash. They'll stick with the ace formation. Twins both sides. Shotgun Greathouse. Fakes the hitch on the outside, looking deep. He's going to go into the end zone. Boy, a lot of contact down there in the end zone. But they will say it was inadvertent.
Yeah, McCoy on the coverage there again.
Number 1,
B-Rich was the one going for the end zone. You seen the little shimmy shake there by the quarterback to try to get some guys biting. Just good coverage downfield.
Clock stopped at 9:03. Second quarter action, 7-0 Roane County threatening just outside of the red zone at the 21. 2nd down and 10. Single backfield. Quick hitter to the outside. Richardson following the block. Now cuts it up, and he's got wheels to the 10, to the 5. Shoved out by McCoy at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, that thing kind of slow to develop. B-Rich didn't turn the afterburners on until he got past the edge here. You're going to watch here.
1st and goal.
You get a block from Clay Walker, and then he turns it on. Maybe if he cuts it just a hair, he's going to be in the end zone, but Roane County in great position.
I thought the 1 might be a little far. They backed it up to the 3, and it'll be 1st and goal from that point. 8:55 on a stopped second quarter clock. Raiders leading 7-0. Hunt in the backfield. It'll be Greathouse, though. The QB sneak straight up the gut. Touchdown, Jacob Greathouse.
I mean, there was nobody there in the A-gaps at all, and Jacob Greathouse did a good job of reading that. Touchdown Roane County. You'll see it quickly. There's nobody there. Linebacker goes to the side. Boom. He's right in the end zone.
I wonder if that was the call or if Greathouse just decided at the line. Extra point attempt. Cottrell and Greathouse holding. The snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. And once again, it is absolutely destroyed. That would have been good from 55, I think. Roane County, it took a while. It took some fighting through some penalties, but they get the second score on the board, 14-0. We'll be back.
There is nothing quite like mowing season in the Mountain State, and if you love keeping your property looking pristine, stop in at Hildreth Supply on Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer, West Virginia. We supply everything you need to make your yard look its best. Husqvarna riding mowers are in stock, including model number TS242XD for $36.99 and model TS142L for only $25.99. We also have plenty of Husqvarna 455 Rancher chainsaws on sale for 15% off while supplies last. Hildreth Supply also has an in-house mechanic for all of your Husqvarna and Shindawa equipment needs. Need a tune-up? We have your man. Visit us on the web at hildrethsupply.com, check out our Facebook page at Hildreth Oilfield Supply, or stop by and see us at the store located on Route 33 in Spencer. Hildreth Supply, a hometown store with hometown ownership and proud supporter of all Roane County athletes.
8:51 remaining second quarter. It took the second, third, and then the fourth drive, Matt White, before the Raiders put it together.
Yeah, that was a good one. 8 plays, 62 yards, 3 minutes, 9 seconds off the clock. Jacob Greathouse with the 3-yard touchdown run up the gut. Coben Cottrell destroys another extra point. 14-0, your Raiders on top.
The tough part about that drive, though, down goes Shea Harper, we assume is going to be out for the game. McCoy and Bailey back deep, and that's not going to matter as it goes 5 yards deep into the end zone. Boy, Coben started soccer kicking last year in the before the Braxton game or after the Braxton game on the opening week. He went to some camps this summer and perfected the art, and it's showing.
At the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
Shady Spring,
the camps have
20-yard
seemed to help out quite a bit.
He's kicking that ball high, he's kicking it deep, and he's kicking it consistently. It's a great weapon to have.
Touchback puts it at the 20 of the Tigers. This will be their 4th offensive possession at the 8:51 mark of the second quarter. 14-0 Roane County. Left to right go the Tigers. Receiver to both sides. Shotgun for Green. They're going to hand it off. Davis got a seal block on the outside, and a flag comes in late.
With the carry, Gavin Davis.
Davis with a nice carry to the outside. Good lead blocking.
Total Starcher. We have a flag on the play.
Now somebody for the Tigers lost a helmet. Let's hope it's not like a defensive face mask, but it may be. Oh, they're going to call holding on Shady. Would that have been a backside hold, John?
I didn't see the hold.
Holding on the offense. Repeat.
But Cody sure saw it.
But Coach Cody over here, Cody May, he saw that.
Is that who's back here screaming it?
That's him.
I forgot that our assistant coach is right over my shoulder. So that will take it back. That was in the backfield somewhere, John, because it is more than 10 yards. Actually, right at 10 yards. Never mind. 1st and 20. They'll hand it off to the right side. Davis has pressure from the backside, and he is gobbled up by a group of white jerseys.
Yeah, look at the defense just swarm.
34.
Coben Cottrell
brings up Shady Spring.
First guy there, but a couple other guys. Clay Walker, I've seen him bow up.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down, 21 inside the 10 of the Tigers. 8:15 and rolling here in the second quarter. 14-0 Raiders.
See a freshman in there, Drew. Colton Starcher, 33, playing some linebacker here.
Twins to both sides. Shotgun, quick hitter over the middle, and they've got Bailey on the run. He's hit hard by Richardson, but that's a big pickup out past the 25-yard line. And you look at Richardson on Roane County side, it looks a lot like Jalen Bailey with the speed over the middle on that quick slant, and Green delivered a perfect pass. That will give them 17 on the play, brings up 3rd down and just 3 at the 27 of Shady. Shady yet to pick up a 1st down this game, and they are close here. They'll take it with Green up the middle. Green just using that body, and look at him fight.
Number 2, Brady Green, brought down.
He'll pick up 6 yards.
Roane County's going to get a penalty, it looks like.
And they may add to it with a face mask. Yep. Just a 5-yard inadvertent face mask. But that will add to the 1st down carry from the QB, the senior, Brady Green. And it will move the ball out to the 39-yard line. And that's the first down, if I'm correct, Matt, for Shady in the game.
Yeah.
You are correct, sir.
Brings the ball to the
That's
39
correct.
Comes at the 7-minute and 20-second mark of the first half. Raiders leading 14-0. Tigers being patient, try to find something that works. Right now they've got a little bit movement. Trip receivers near side, single receiver to the far side. Davis stands to the right of Green, looking to throw. Launches it outside. Bailey again on the outside. Bailey past midfield and inside Raider territory.
To number 1, Jalen Bailey. Run out of bounds.
And he will be run out of bounds at the 46-yard line, maybe 40.
1st down.
6.5. But another 1st down after they picked up their first just 1 play ago.
Yeah, you're seeing a little bit of what Shea brings to the table defensively, Drew. He is such a shutdown. Should have been an all-state defensive back last year. Some new personnel in here for Roane County right now.
Trips to the far side, 1 to the near side. Green, he's going to keep it himself off tackle. He's got momentum. He's got 5. He's got 10. And he has got yet a 3rd consecutive 1st down.
Samuel Barnett.
I don't know. That one's going to be close.
Coben Cottrell, and I'm going to go ahead and give Colton Starcher half of that tackle as well.
They're going to give him 9 on that play, 2nd and 1.
Well, they're moving the chains.
Well, that marker was nowhere near.
So a 1st down carry just past the 40 of Roane County, down to the 36. Raiders reeling defensively. Green going quickly, looking to throw over the middle, and he's got McCoy. McCoy blasted after the catch by Lane Watson, but he'll pick up 7, maybe 8. And now the diesel engine of this offense starting to rev.
Yeah, Lane Watson right there with his 4th tackle of the game. He's going to bring it every time. I thought maybe he could knock that ball loose. Didn't happen. You look out here on this Raider defense, you've got 2 freshmen. You've got Brody Proctor out here playing a corner.
They'll bunch 3 to the short side, 1 to the wide side. Snap Green. He'll keep it again himself. Breaks 2 tackles to the outside he goes. And great recovery speed by Richardson. A touchdown saving tackle, but another chunk of yardage by Green. And this Tiger team is feeling good. Again, you talked about the loss of Shea Harper, how important he is defensively. And the Raiders very, very young right now in the 2nd and 3rd levels of this defense. 5:40 and rolling. First half action, 14-0 Roane County. 3 near, 1 far, once again receiver-wise. Whistle comes in, and Roane County's had enough. They want to talk it over. 5:35 remaining, first half. Roane County up 14-0, but Shady on the move.
Hi, this is Lisa Simmons inviting you to join the team of savings and visit Honest Fred's Flooring at 373 East Main Street, Arnoldsburg Road. We're the largest flooring warehouse in town, and it's fully stocked with the latest trends in floor covering. All first quality with fair pricing, great values, and professional installation. Stop by or call today, 304-927-8082, or check us out on the web.
Take a small drive to big savings. HonestFreds.com.
Roane County calls a timeout defensively to get their breath and try to recover and recuperate, because Shady on this drive, they started poorly all the way inside their 9 on a 2nd down and 20. And since then, it has been all forward and big chunks of time. And they've made it all the way to Roane County's 20-yard line with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to bring in some more secondary help. Chad Blosser is going to check in at the corner here.
Shady ready to go from the line already. 3 near side, 1 far. Hand off to Davis, bouncing it to the outside. Keeps his footing over to the sideline and into the end zone. And the Raiders provided very little fight back against that offense of Shady on that possession. That was just 10 yards at a time down the field. And now you see the excitement building for the home sideline at the 5:28 point here in quarter number 2. Also a good kicker for Shady Spring, the senior, Jacob Shamblin. He was knocking it through from 45 in pregame. Bailey will hold. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up right through the uprights. And it is now a 1-possession ball game. 5:28 remaining in the first half. 14-7 Roane County.
Touchdown. Score is now 14.
Intelligent Network Securities is a hub-zone, service-disabled, veteran-owned small business located in central West Virginia. INS provides full-scope, enterprise-level digital security and forensic services. We specialize in state and nation-level cybersecurity intelligence, but we feel compelled as a company to offer our commercial consumers both proactive and reactive defense strategies as well. With 15-plus years experience in the field, providing support to commercial as well as nation and state-level entities, INS can provide insight to protecting your assets with our use and knowledge of bleeding-edge technologies. Check us out on the web at intelligent-network-security.com or call us at 304-566-9111. Brian Cottrell, President.
Well, Matt White, it was 2 steps far back to begin, but then it was nothing but forward charging for the Shady offense.
Yeah, it was an 8-play drive. They covered 80 yards on that one. Gavin Davis, a big touchdown run of 20 yards, the extra point kick up and good. Shady narrowing the gap. It's now 14-7. Your Raiders still on top.
Technically it was 80 yards, but they had to travel 91 after the loss of yardage.
Yeah.
Unofficially. Kicker Shamblin ready to go. Watson back deep with Richardson. That one hammered over the head of Watson, and that will be a touchback.
We have a touchback
For the Tigers, and that will send it to the 20 for Roane County. They'll have 5:28 as they begin this drive in the second half, leading 14-7.
dueling kickers here tonight, Drew.
We mentioned that talking with Coach Burdett Wednesday. He said they've got a really good kicker. I said, well, so do we. He mentioned that's an important thing. If this game is close, you never know what might transpire to need a kicker that can kick it from deep.
Yeah.
Well, just the ability to kick the ball deep on the kickoffs and make them start at the 20 is very valuable, because we've seen Roane County in, even some recent years giving up way too good a field position to opposing teams.
Right to left they will go. 1st and 10 from the 20. Shady loading up the box. Double wing for Roane County, and a whistle and a flag comes in.
We have a flag on the play.
And Roane County moving backwards to begin. That is, again, what we've seen here in the first half.
Offense, repeat.
We talked about the first game nerves, and Roane County has showed that in the form of yellow hankies.
Yeah, just some growing pains here in the first half, and it's all right. This team is team's a pretty smart group of kids. They're going to get it together, I believe.
It's only 5 penalties, but they've come at a couple of very inopportune times.
Able to overcome it on their their 4th drive and score. So 1st and 15 from the 15. Sawyer Hunt in motion behind. They'll fake the pitch. They'll dump it out. That's Clay Walker in the flat. Walker out to the 25. A nice 10-yard pickup.
Was caught by number
and
25.
that will get back the lost yardage and 5 more to be second down and 5 on a stopped second quarter clock. 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah, nice little catch, leak out of the backfield for Clay Walker.
Raiders leading 14-7. Well, they're running that clock. Did he not get out of bounds?
I suppose not.
Well, they're rolling the clock. Going to bring up 2nd and 5 from the 25. They need the 30. Motion man again, Hunt. This time they'll give it to Saul. Saul's got the first down yardage almost. He'll hit on top of a defender. He was still alive, and that may have given him just enough.
Jalen Bailey.
Yeah, ball in the near side hand, and he fell on top of the defender and bounced over the yard to reach.
Nice. Bailey, though, looking like B-Rich on the defensive side for Shady.
And he's back there at a safety position, coming up to make tackles. 4:30 and rolling. Second quarter. 14-7, Raiders by a touchdown. Chains moving, 1st and 10 from the Roane County 30. Now they'll flank 2 wings on the same side. Hand it off. And that will be Clay Walker. Smart move. He cut it up as fast as he could get his foot in the ground.
Number 25.
And he'll nab
Clay
3 more
Walker.
on the carry.
Yeah, most guys are going to try to bounce that thing outside, Drew.
76,
Clay Walker did a good job of just
Josiah
cutting that
Cowger.
up and getting what he could get.
Joseph Cowger.
Second down and 7 from the 33 of the Raiders. 3:50 and rolling.
Second down.
Richardson in motion, quick hitter to the outside, needs a lead blocker, and he got it. And he will break a tackle near the 45, and Clay Walker demolished that lead guy.
Clay Walker.
Joseph
You're going to watch this lead block from number 25.
First down.
You know that's going to make his daddy Doug proud.
Golly. Watching the replay.
Rolled right there on
That's
the replay.
a pancake block from a fullback. Richardson trying to stretch out a bit. It looks like he may have some cramping going on. Picked up the first down and 1 more. 1st and 10 at the 41. Roane County not lined up correctly yet. Now they are, and here's a snap fumbled and another turnover. That looked bad from the beginning, John. Nobody was lined up where they needed to be, and Greathouse, when the ball was snapped, turned his head away.
Henderson with the recovery.
And it is a fumble with 3:30 left in the half in Roane County territory. Boy, they are not making it easy on themselves with these mistakes in the first half. That's the second giveaway by the Raider offense.
You know, takes me back to a couple years back when we were playing Lincoln County. We just had a first half that was not very good, but we calmed ourselves down in the second half and played our game.
See if the defense can get back to doing what they were doing to start. Green, 1st and 10, deep drop. That's a screen route, and They've got Davis in wide open spaces. He's got the first down and more inside the 30, and he will fall out of bounds at the Roane County 22-yard line.
Looked to me
Jacob Greathouse
like
up a Shady Spring.
Lane was being held there just a little bit. Lane diagnosed it.
Oh, it looked like a bear hug to me.
Yeah, it looked like a bear hug.
Chains move. Roane County can't do that. Anyway, they've got to get a little stout here if they can. 1st and 10 from Roane County's 23. Green. Someone moved early. And Green keeps it. He won't gain much, but I tell you, Bailey was a yard into his route before that ball was snapped.
Down by the Roane County defense. 2nd down.
Bailey got away with that one. He was early. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 from Roane County's 23. Actually, the 22. Under 3 and rolling. 14-7 Raiders. Green wants to throw. Out to the flat and just out of the outstretched hands of Bailey. Hit him right on the fingernails.
Oh,
3rd down.
Good coverage, though, that time by Sawyer Hunt. He read that step for step with Davis.
Incomplete pass will stop the clock.
Bailey,
2:49. See if the Raiders can get something going here defensively and get a little momentum back after the last drive and the first couple of plays of this one. They'll balance the receivers, 2 to either side. Davis to the left side of the shotgun. Green over the middle, dumps it. He's got Bailey wide open, and Bailey's got the first down inside the 10-yard line down to about the 7. All the momentum in this ball game right now squarely on the shoulders of Shady Spring after Roane County, their 2nd turnover of the contest.
Yeah, we saw this in the scrimmage against Westside. They just dink and dunked that ball.
Green sets up quickly. They want to roll fast. Green's going to keep it up the gut. Down near the 5-yard line to gain of just 2. Closure inside by Noah Jett.
Noah Jett. Lane Watson in there helping out for his 5th tackle.
And there's decisions to be made by Coach Vince Colacerto right now. The clock is rolling down. You want to score, but they don't want to give Roane County any time with which to work.
It's a chess match of a coach right here.
Twin receivers both sides. Green again in the shotgun. Left side Davis. Snap back. Davis the carry. Davis jump cuts down to the 3, to the 2. And just short of the goal line at the 1. We'll bring up 3rd and goal from very, very short.
3rd and goal.
Yeah, B. Rich there for another tackle. That's the safety, but he plays like a linebacker.
This ball will be snapped with about 1:30 left in the first half. Going under center for the first time is Green. He'll keep it himself. Tripped up, though. He slipped and fell short of the goal line.
Yeah, that back foot step back.
Quarterback keeper number 2, Brady
slipped
Green.
out from under him. No momentum.
Well, can the Raiders do it as they did all season last year?
The bend, but don't break.
They'll
inside the red zone.
Shady will call a timeout. 1:11 remaining in the half. The Tigers just inches away from possibly tying at 14-7 Roane County.
You've been enduring some of the hottest days of summer. Now it's time to enjoy the hottest deals of summer during the summer sales event at Jack Garrett Ford. 2 new Broncos in stock, plus sizzling savings on used. Like a 19 Ford EcoSport, now $19,900. Whoa, a 17 Kia Sportage, now $17,900. Local trade 2010 RAV4, $12,900. These and more while they last during summer sale savings. Jack Garrett Ford, Ripley Road, Spencer.
Well, John, we had talked about this in our own time about Roane County last year just dominating and blowing teams out. We thought that may not be the case this year. They can win games, but they're going to have to earn these wins, and they're going to have to do it fighting through some issues right here in the first half, leading 14-7.
Yeah, you know, it's not out of our reach at all if we buckle down here. It's been a good first half. It's just been all Shady here in the second quarter, it seems.
Inches to go for a possible tie. 14-7, Green out of the shotgun. He'll get some momentum towards the goal line, and he does not get it.
Tyson Freeland.
The 2022 defense shows in 2023 with a mammoth stop at the goal line, and Shady will be denied.
Right here, Freeland just gets in and gets low, as well as Jet. Both of those guys combined. And it looks like Shady will come out and kick the field goal.
They can't. That was fourth down. Yeah, that's why we saw
looking at third.
That's why I was so excited. I was wondering why John wasn't. So you're not done yet here, John. You've got to get it out of the end zone because you're in safety territory. So everything's got to be clean. Greathouse will keep it himself. He'll get what he can, and more importantly, he will run that clock
and hang on to the ball.
In preseason mode myself.
Raiders will kick it off to begin the second half. So if you can get out of this half, oh no, and Roane County has another player down.
I think that's a Shady.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the Shady players.
It's not good anyway.
We have an injury on the field.
Young man trying to get up and walk it off quickly, and he's going to. The injured player, Jonathan Cantley.
He's been making plays all over the field on defense.
Absolutely. So the Raiders get a couple of yards and some breathing room with 48 seconds remaining. They'll only have to run, John, one more play. But they got to hold on and make sure that they don't do anything crazy with it. And I tell you, halftime, guys, could not come at a better opportunity for Roane County defensively. They are struggling right now with the offense of Shady Spring. They need to do a little bit of chalk talk.
Yeah, well, you thought about if Shady would have been able to score there, they get the ball at the half. So now Roane County still in a good position, make some halftime adjustments and
all
roll
things
with it.
Considered, you'd be happy to go in 14-7 right now.
Yeah. Again, a huge loss for Roane County earlier in the game with Shea Harper going down on a run, a possible ankle injury. We don't know the details other than that.
We saw in between, right there at the end of the second quarter, they were taking him over to the ambulance. Looked like they're going to go take him and get him checked out.
Could be the final play of the first half. Greathouse under center. He's going to hand the ball off, and down goes the runner. And that should do it here for the first half. Unless Shady has one more timeout. Do they, Matt?
They do not.
They do not. Okay. So the Raiders will not have to run another play, and we will go to the half. Boy, this has been a very interesting ball game. Roane County struck quickly off the opening kick. Shea Harper, 89 yards. Clay Walker punches it in. The extra point good. Roane County moved it the next three series. They couldn't get anything done because they kept shooting themselves in the foot and turning it over. They finally got it done. Then Shady comes back with a very lightning-fast drive. They followed it up. Looked like they were going to the end zone. Instead, a big fourth down stop by the Raider defense at the half. Your score, Roane County 14, Shady Spring 7. We'll take a break for our sponsors. When we return, recap the first half and give you some statistics. We'll check some scores around the state of interest in all three classes. You're watching and listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC.
When you find yourself faced with a legal issue, the steps you take next can literally impact the rest of your life. Hiring the right attorney is one of the most important decisions you'll make. At Joel Baker Law Office, we understand the importance of providing prompt, competent, and honest legal representation. Call or text our office today to schedule a consultation. 304-500-9238.
As someone who played high school sports, I was able to learn the importance of hard work and being dedicated to your job. And these lessons are why it is important that we support high school athletes. I have continued to apply these lessons to my career as a prosecuting attorney for the last 15 years. And they are the same lessons, hard work and dedication, that I will use every day as a circuit judge. In 2024, vote Josh Downey for Circuit Judge in Division 3.
Paid for by the committee to elect Josh Downey. Aaron M. Nichols, Treasurer.
Hey, are you serious? I like a good laugh. I bet you do too. Which is why I say, if all those insurance companies want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads, go right ahead, as long as it's not my money that's paying for it. Here's how you get seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance. Go to Erie Insurance. With Erie, a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products like Erie Rate Lock. You hear that? Rate Lock. Name says it all. For car insurance, it can't be beat. Hey, don't just take it from me. See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with them year after year after year. Seriously.
Your Erie insurance agent in Spencer is the Kirby Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 927-2544. That's 927-2544. Or visit kirbyinsurance.com.
Hungry? There's only one place to go to satisfy a hunger that big, any time of the day or night. McDonald's in Spencer. Choose from the famous Big Mac, quarter pounder with cheese, add fries and sweet tea, and you've got a meal that can't be beat. Start your day off right with the best breakfast in town. McDonald's in Spencer. Egg McMuffin, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, hot cakes, sausage burrito, add a cup of premium coffee and a hash brown. Great prices every day. McDonald's in Spencer. I'm loving it, and so will you. McIntosh Hardware, Furniture, and Appliance, the store that has it all. From quality furniture, Lazy Boy, Serta, Catnapper, appliances, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, KitchenAid, and McIntosh offers setup and removal, power equipment, Echo, Troy-Built, and in-house service, hardware, tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, pipes, and fittings. McIntosh Hardware and Appliance, 204 Market Street in Spencer, 304-927-2700. Find us on Facebook for more great deals.
Let Many Hamilton Health System be your choice when you or your family member has had a major illness or injury and needs extended rehabilitation and or therapy. Our Swing Med program makes it possible to recover closer to your home.
System, better healthcare, better living. Mini Hamilton Health System, your partner in health.
Did you know that now is the perfect time to list your piece of property? The weather is peachy, the inviting summer foliage has bloomed, and buyers are lining up to purchase your land. I'm Jordan Spears with Old Fences Realty, and I am dedicated to making the selling process a breeze for my clients. Keep your summer relaxing and allow me to use our worldwide extensive advertising to market and sell your home. Don't wade through the housing market alone. Call me, Jordan Spears, today for a free, without obligation, pre-listing consultation. Broker David M. Greenlee.
Want to look good and feel good? Then stop by and see John Penna at Penna's Barbershop in Spencer on Main Street. Want a guaranteed spot? You can set up an appointment, but if time is not an option, walk-ins are always welcome. Traditional haircuts, no problem. Tapers, high and tight, flat tops, and beards. Or if you're looking for something new, he can do that too. Custom designs, burst fades, and mullets. That's right, West Virginia Waterfall, keeping you styling and profiling. Penna's Barbershop has been a proud supporter of Roane County and Raider athletics since 2009. Penna's Barbershop on Main Street in Spencer. Stop in, call, or text at 304-531-4218.
Hello, my name is Philip Deaver. I am running for Roane County Sheriff in 2024. I have been and will continue working to regain the community's respect, trust, and faith. Your vote in May of 2024 would be greatly appreciated.
Paid for by the candidate.
Visit Phoenix Nutrition at 225 Main Street in Spencer. Try our awesome drinks. It'll only take one sip to find out what we're all about. We offer loaded teas to jumpstart your day. All of our teas are sugar-free with just 24 calories. We have such a wide variety of combinations you may never try the same drink twice. Phoenix offers protein shakes and protein coffees as well. We are open Tuesday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Follow us on Facebook at Phoenix Nutrition, Instagram at phoenix.nutrition.wv, and come visit us at 225 Main Street in Spencer. Proud supporter of all Roane County Raiders.
And we welcome you back to Thomas Field on the campus of Shady Spring High School. Opening game and opening half of the 2023 season for the Roane County Raiders. And boy, did it get off to an explosive start for the Raiders. It was the opening kick taken by Shea Harper, 89 yards all the way to the 1 yard line. Immediately following that, it was Clay Walker punching it in from 1 yard out. The extra point decidedly good by Coben Cottrell. It was 7-0, just 19 seconds into the ball game. Looking good for Roane County. After that, the Raiders on defense forced a 3-and-out. In fact, they forced a 3-and-out on the first 3 possessions by Shady Spring. Unfortunately for Roane County, although they moved the football in the second and third series, penalties in the second series, penalties and a turnover in the third stopped the momentum for Roane County in Shady territory. So Roane County gives it up. They were good, though, the first 3. Roane County in the 4th drive fought a couple of penalties, able to get a big 3rd down and 9 carry on a pass and catch from Jacob Greathouse to Lane Watson. And Roane County finally able to fight through the penalties and score the second touchdown. At that point, Roane County led 14-0 after another made field goal, extra point, for Coben Cottrell. Things looked even better for Roane County after that, as the next possession, Coben Cottrell kicked it into the end zone for a touchback. It started at the 20 for the offense of Shady Spring. They moved back on a holding penalty immediately and then lost another yard. They had it 2nd and 21 from their own 9, and at that point, Shady went on the move. They chunked up yardage 5, 10, and 15 yards at a time. Roane County helpless to defend against, and the Tigers able to mount the drive to score, making it 14-7. Now on the touchdown drive, we should mention that Roane County had to make it 14-0. We did lose Shea Harper for the game, and I just spoke to his father. He said they're at the hospital getting x-rays. They'll try to keep us posted. So when Shea went down, Roane County was still able to score, but you could see the loss of his presence in the secondary and as a backer, because Roane County really Shady, I should say, found the hole in the defensive side for Roane County. They moved it easily, scored, make it 14-7. Roane County had the ball back, and on a 3rd down, fumbled the ball a second time in their own territory. Shady only needed go about 35 yards to score to tie. They made it to the 6-inch line on a 4th down and 6 inches. It was Brady Green from the shotgun heading to the end zone when Tyson Freeland met him at the 6-inch line, and Freeland did not give. So Roane County, a massive 4th down stand with about 35-40 seconds left in the half. Roane County ran the timeout, and that's how it stands, 14-7 at the moment. So, John, a lot of tough things, a lot of those first game issues that we thought might happen, they caused problems for Roane County, but not enough to where the Raiders weren't able to mount one good drive to fight through it to score, and that defensive stand towards the end of the half was massive.
Yeah, defense has played tough, throughout the whole first half, but Shady Springs found something there in the second quarter that was working for them. Of course, once Shea went down, it kind of changed up our defense. You had to bring some guys in and play some positions that they haven't played a whole lot of, but, overall, it's just a kind of a dogfight kind of game, and you've got both teams trying to figure out who they are right now early in the season. Roane County right now, I'm sure coaches are in there, are over here kind of putting guys in different spots and coming up with a little bit of a different game plan here for the second half because of what Shady was able to do there in the second quarter.
Well, a lot of youth on this Roane County team in experience and in actual age as backups, and you saw a lot of freshmen in there. We already have 3 across the line that are sophomores and a junior who didn't play much at the varsity level last year. So all things considered, first game, first half, Roane County did the job they needed to do to take a lead at the half. They'll give the ball up to Shady to begin the second half, and they needed some chalk time for their defense at halftime, so hopefully they get some things righted and maybe give those young guys' eyes something to look at in the second half. It is 14-7, though. Roane County with the lead. Matt White, how did it happen?
Brandon Richardson ran the ball really well in the first half. 8 carries, 71 yards. Clay Walker, 8 carries for 21 and a touchdown, and some really tough yardage from Clay Walker. Jacob Greathouse was able to get that 3-yard touchdown run Greathouse was 3 for 5 through the air for 57 yards. One of those to Lane Watson for 22, one to Coben Cottrell for 25, and one to Clay Walker for 10. 7 first downs for Roane County, 5 penalties for 35 yards, with 2 big turnovers. A 15-minute time of possession, so Roane County moved the ball relatively well for the most part of this ball game. Defensively, Lane Watson leading the way with 5 tackles and Brandon Richardson with 4. 109 yards on the ground, 57 through the air. That's 166 yards of total offense for the Raiders. For Shady Spring, it was Gavin Davis with 4 for 28. Green was also 6 of 11 through the air for 74 yards. 4 of those to Jalen Bailey for 49 yards, 1 to Josiah McCoy for 8, and 1 to Gavin Davis for 17. 6 first downs in the half for the Tigers, 1 penalty for 10 yards, no turnovers, 9-minute time of possession. Defensively, Connor Davis leading the way, 4 tackles and a fumble recovery, and Joe Cantley with 3 tackles and a fumble recovery. 48 yards on the ground, 74 through the air. It's 122 yards of total offense for the Tigers, and a good majority of that came on those last 2 possessions.
One of the interesting stats that stands out to me, Matt, Jacob Greathouse in the first half of the first game of the season, 3 for 5. I think he was 9 for 11 going into the playoffs last year. So obviously they were serious when they said we're going to up his production through the air. Roane County leads at 14-7 as we continue our halftime here at Shady Spring. We'll come back here after our sponsors get a little time. We're going to check some scores around the state of the opening week of high school football in all 3 classes. You're watching and listening to Roane County Raider football on WVRC.
The Spencer Pizza Hut is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Fan of the Week each Friday of the Raider football season. Stop in and see us at 509 Ripley Road, fill out an entry form, and drop it in the box at the front counter for your chance to win a free large 1-topping pizza. Stop by the Spencer Pizza Hut for all of your favorites. Original pan, original stuffed crust, hand-tossed or thin and crispy pizzas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, wings, oven-baked pasta, desserts, and more. Open 7 days a week, dine in or carry out. Call us at 304-927-4619 or order online at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Family medicine is like a bridge, moving you from one side where you need vaccinations, screenings, and medical advice to the other where you receive essential care to remain healthy and active. I'm Caitlin McDonald, a nurse practitioner at Roane General Hospital, and I'm here to help you cross that bridge to a healthier life. I'm accepting patients of all ages at Roane General Medical Clinic and Southern Roane Medical Clinic, offering family medicine, care you can trust close to home.
Rentals, located at 3502 Clay Road in Spencer, West Virginia, is the place to go for all your equipment needs. We have tractors, dozers, backhoes, excavators, termites, air compressors, straw blowers, generators, jackhammers, torpedo heaters, and much more. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. You can check us out on the web at ridgetoprentals.machinerytrader.com. Follow us on Facebook at Ridgetop Rentals LLC, or you can call us today at 304-908-2004 or 304-927-1418. Ridgetop Rentals is a proud supporter of all Roane County athletics. Let's go Raiders!
Come into Stats Pharmacy, where our patients' good health is our main concern. We have a drive-through window where you can conveniently drop off and pick up your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. Refill your prescriptions anytime online at www.statspharmacy.com or from your iPhone or Android phone using the Refill RX mobile app. No waiting in long lines. Just call ahead and your order will be waiting for you. We look forward to serving you at Stats Pharmacy, located at 100 East Main Street in Spencer. You can call us at 304-927-2980.
It's almost back to school time, and you know what that means. Morning school bus stops, student drop-off areas, and evenings spent driving the kids to all their activities. With all this in mind, safety is key. Are your wiper blades effectively cleaning your windshield for a better view? Do your brakes help you to stop on a dime? Whether you need brakes, rotors, calipers, wiper blades, or belts, Willard Starchers has the best staff in town and keeps quality parts in stock to ensure your car is safely operating in tip-top shape. Stop by Willard Starchers today, located behind Spencer Middle School, or give us a call, 927-2520. Willard Starchers, open 7 days a week.
I'm Circuit Judge Anita Harold Ashley, and I'm proud to sponsor this ad supporting the Roane County Raiders. I've spent a lot of time participating in sporting events in my lifetime as a player, a Raider parent, and a fan. I've observed there are lots of ways people enjoy the games. It might be like my dad, who quietly studied the game to catch stats, or my dear mom, who gained a reputation for yelling at the refs. Or the fan may be there primarily to enjoy the band or the cheerleaders. But it's clear, we're all rooting for the Raiders. Let's win.
Paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Anita Harold Ashley, Kate J. Burbank, Treasurer. When it comes to providing facility solutions and maintenance support to the industrial and railroad industries, as well as port and inland terminals and Department of Defense operations, nobody does it better than Air Production and Service, Inc. At APS, our team is dedicated to providing high-quality service, parts, and equipment for your air production systems. Whether you are in need of air compressor products or services, you can turn to our team with confidence. We have offices located in Jacksonville, Florida, Corbin, Kentucky, Pembroke, North Carolina, and Spencer, West Virginia, to expand our reach and make it easier for you to get the help you need with minimal wait or frustration. Contact us today to learn more about the different types of services and products we offer. Contact your local APS representatives, Mike and Michelle Spears in Spencer, West Virginia at 304-927-2550. Proud supporter of all Roane County athletics.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
H-O-M-E, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is Ashley Insurance. Get a quote today at ashleyinsures.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
We welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. Thomas Field at the half. Your score, Roane County leading Shady Spring 14-7. The Tigers will take the opening kick to begin the second half of play. We'll talk about adjustments here in just a minute. Before we do, let's take a look at some scores around the state of interest in all three classes in this opening week of football. Had some games on Thursday, had a game on Wednesday, and we have a couple tomorrow as well, so they're really expanding West Virginia high school football, Matt.
Yeah, it's great for the state. A lot of kids getting some exposure out there. You know, we saw St. Mary's whip up on Doddridge. That was kind of a little bit of a surprise on that one Wednesday night. As of today, though, Huntington, Spring Valley, that's a big game, AAA game of the week. 14-0 second quarter, Huntington on top. A couple other ones. Unusual setup here, Martinsburg. They're playing a team from Canada on Saturday in the
French fries and gravy bowl.
The fries and gravy bowl. It's a gridiron showcase in Ironton, Ohio. That's an unusual game to see from a West Virginia team. Bridgeport up 41-0 on Buchanan Upshur. Parkersburg South up on Capital. Morgantown up big on South. Charleston Jefferson up on Spring Mills. No score yet from Ripley and Brooke, and Lincoln County, a common opponent of Roane's. Their game will be played tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We'll check AA scores here. Lewis County down to half, 28-0 to Fairmont Senior. Independence rolling as per usual, 48-0. Big game there tomorrow, Scott and Hoover. That game will be Saturday, 7 o'clock. They're looking to soak up all the spotlight this past week. Kaiser up on Robert C. Byrd, 14-0. No score from Clay and Midland Trail. Braxton and Lincoln, no score reported there. Chapmanville up on Sissonville, 21-0. And Oak Glen down at Weir, 21-0 in the second quarter. And we'll take a quick peek at some single A scores. Williamstown up big on Ravenswood, National Guard Gridiron Series. James Monroe and Wheeling Central, a 2-3 matchup. 25-13, James Monroe at the half. Wahama and East Hardy in a good one, 18-12. Early in that one, single A game of the week. No score yet reported for Calhoun and Gilmer. And not a whole lot other. Summers County rolled big on Pikeview and Mingo Central, 38-0 over Tug Valley. Just a last night's game. No score for the Fighting Eduardos as Webster County takes on Richwood. It's a big moment there for the Webster County team. But, Drew, as always, most important score of the night, Roane County holding on to a 14-7 lead here at the half, going through some turmoil and a big loss from, Shea Harper to an injury. So what do you do here in the second half?
Again, our thoughts and prayers with Shea and his family as he is at the hospital getting x-rayed. We hope for the best possible outcome for that. And again, John Pennant, Roane County will be kicking off. What are the adjustments that need to be made on both sides of the ball for this Raider team to keep this lead and win this first game?
Well, you just got to keep putting the ball in B. Rich's hands, I think, Drew. B. Rich is electric. If he gets a seam, he's going to be gone. The more he carries the ball, the more comfortable and confident he'll become in himself. So you're going to use that guy as much as you can offensively. And then defensively, you just got to play assignment football, especially in the secondary. You have to really respect the passing game of what Shady's been able to do here in the second quarter.
It will be Coburn Cottrell for Roane County with the big leg left to right. This will sail as we get set for half number 2 tonight of game number 1 of the season for both of these schools. Roane County leading 14-7. McCoy, Bailey back deep. Cottrell approaches, leg in high. Shallower kick landing at the 7. That will be taken by Bailey up the hash. Bailey looking for room to run. He's got some, tripped up at the 35, or else Bailey might be heading to the house. A touchdown saving tackle by a Raider defender.
Looks like
Tyson Freeland.
Freebird's going to get the tackle there.
Got that big 250-pound mitt out in front of the foot. And Shady, let's see if they will continue this air raid offense, or let's see if Roane County has made proper adjustments. It will be a shotgun. Trip receivers to the near side. That's the wide side of the field. Single to the far side. Davis to the left of Green. Here we go. Second half action. Snap back, the handoff, Davis off tackle. Davis breaking tackles over midfield, or towards midfield, and he will pick up 12 yards on the opening carry, and momentum remains at the moment with the offense of the Tigers.
That may be the first time that I've seen Brandon Richardson hit somebody in the legs and not just take them out from under him. I thought he was going to be tackled. I was getting ready to mark it down on my sheet. Lane Watson, though, able to make the stop and a first down run for Shady Spring.
That's 12 for Davis, out near midfield, shy at the 48 of Shady. Balanced receivers, 2 to both sides. Green surveying. Here comes the snap to Green. He'll keep it himself off tackle, and he will be upended again. The missile that is Brandon Richardson. Green is 6'4", and he falls forward for a couple of yards.
That brings up a second down.
Player down on the field from Shady Spring.
Looking at the replay right now. You watch B. Rich right there at the 40-yard line, just dart, take his legs out. Nice play there that time by the safety, but somebody down here for Shady Springs.
Looks like one of the linemen maybe.
Well, we've had some injuries here in this first game. It's again, you know it's a collision sport. It's a rough sport. There are injuries, but you hate to see them right off of the bat.
I think that might be the right tackle. Yeah, that's Hinkle. You can tell he's got that pink headband on.
Of course, Roane County losing Harper late in the first half. Shady Springs, Jonathan Cantley went down in the end zone late. He is back on the field. That's a good sign for that young man. And right now, an injured lineman from Shady Spring.
Looks like they're working on the ankle. They're trying to take the cleat off here.
You're always hoping for just something like a roll up and maybe just a sprained ankle, nothing more than that. And a lot of guys flying a lot of ways here in this game, and sometimes accidents happen like that.
Hey, just getting a big pile and You never know, somebody's going to roll up on your ankle or get you from behind, or just there's a lot of inadvertent things happen, when you're in the midst of a scrum like that.
And while they're checking on the injured player, folks, we'll take a breather. It's 11-10 here in the third quarter, 14-7 Roane County. When we return, it'll be second down and 8 for Shady Spring, just past midfield.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
This is Jennifer Board-Nichols at Board Depew Realty. So many things have changed around us lately, and we are all concerned about what the future holds. During these uncertain times, we want you to know that one thing will not change, and that's the service and the professionalism we will offer you at Board Depew Realty. My grandmother started this company over 64 years ago, and one thing hasn't changed. If you use Board Depew Realty to buy or sell your home, you are guaranteed to receive service that is guided by principles like honesty and wisdom and a conscience. Owning a home is the American dream, and that hasn't changed. So let Board Depew Realty show you the way to that dream. Even if the times are changing, principles and service shouldn't. So let Board Depew Realty show you that some things remain the same.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
Well, as Matt White mentioned, the injured player, John Hinkle, the 6'1 senior lineman, he is helped off with a little bit, but he has got a shoe off, and he's helping walk himself off. So hopefully nothing more than maybe just a little bit of dinged up. Back to the action, handoff from Green, and stood up and run backward by the O-line of the Raiders is Davis. He'll lose a couple of yards, and they'll flip-flop back to Shady's side on the 49.
Yeah, right here it's just going to be almost as soon as he takes the handoff, you got 2 or 3 guys in the backfield.
Correction, number 74 was Noah Jett.
You've got Jacob Bunner and Noah Jett, a couple of those guys that are in there.
Big third down opportunity, 3rd and 9, just shy of midfield. Green surveying, snap back, 3-step drop over the middle, now to the outside, dumps one, he's got Bailey wide open, past his defender, down the field, inside the 20, and out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Jalen Bailey.
And that time,
he was forced out of bounds by number.
Wasn't sure if it was a double
37.
move. I think it was kind of a chair route there. Sawyer Hunt on the coverage. He does make the touchdown-saving tackle there. That was a big play for Shady.
37 yards on that one.
We knew that Green was an accurate passer. When he had time, he had plenty, and he delivered a strike over the shoulder. 1st and 10 at the Roane County 14. Green will keep it himself to the outside, breaks one tackle inside the 5, down to the 3, and stopped at the 2-yard line.
Should be enough for a first down.
And if so, it will be 1st and goal from the 2.
Picked up about 11 there.
Well, the Raider defense, again, reeling towards the into the second quarter, and more of the same here in the start of the third. Shady just dominant right now. Green in the shotgun, Davis to the right. Receivers to both sides. Green going to keep it himself off tackle, stays alive, stays up. Is he in? The ball comes loose. Did Roane County cause a fumble and recover it?
There was a fumble on the play.
A lot of scrapping there trying to get a hold of that ball. Not sure who came out with it.
Looked like Green was headed to the end zone. The ball came out. Yeah, it is on the 1. And who recovered it is the question.
I thought Jacob Greathouse recovered it.
Recovered by Roane County.
It is a turnover.
Down.
And for the second time, a big defensive play. Well, bend but don't break has been the truth for 3 years, and it continues here tonight. In the first game, they had a major stop at the end of the first half at the 6-inch line, and as Green looked like he was headed to pay dirt, somebody knocked it out, and it was recovered by the Raiders. 1st and 10, Roane County, 9:43 mark of the third quarter. Deep in their own territory, though, at the 7. Handoff, that's going to be Lane Watson. Out past the 10, and he is shoved forward by his teammates. And he will pick up 8 yards out to the 20 or the 15.
This is what I've been waiting to see, Drew. Let Lane get a chance to run. Kid is super strong. You're not going to bring him down on one-hand tackles.
When Coach Colacerto went over to Brady Green, said, "Were you not in?" And he was putting his hands up like, "Yes, I was." Officials think differently. Roane County, 2nd down and 2 from their own 15. They're going back to this heavy set, trying to get some momentum going here offensively. Watson again may have picked up a yard here. Maybe 3rd down and short no matter what.
Watson.
They'll give him one to the 16.
Colton Henderson. That brings
3rd down and 1 for Roane County's offense. 14-7 Raiders.
3rd down.
That's almost as bad as the Mountaineer guy.
3rd and 1, big play for the Raiders. See if the offensive line, young as they may be, can create some space. Greathouse goes under center, backs up. Sets for a new call. Watson shifts to the right side, handoff that way. That's Richardson. Got 2 hands on the ball and still able to nudge his way, I think, John, through into the 1st down territory.
Yeah, I believe we're going to get a 1st down off of that. They've already flipped it. They're going to move those chains.
Needed the 17, made it out to the 19. And Richardson right here squirts through. He didn't have it on the initial hit, but able to cut up and find just the couple he needed.
Kind of pinballed it there for a second.
Ball resting actually closer to the 18 than the 19. 8 minutes and rolling, 3rd quarter. Roane County causing their first turnover after giving up 2 in the first half. Motion man to the near side is Hunt. He'll take the jet sweep. Sawyer fighting for yardage. Hold on to that ball.
Ooh, number 37 with the carry, Sawyer Hunt.
Very light grip on that ball. Very scary.
As he was going down, folding over the defender, that arm went up with the ball, and I thought, please, hold on to that thing.
Yeah, right here he tries to put his head down and get a couple more yards. Tuck that thing in there tough. Oh, ooh, that was a little scary.
All right, give him 4, and we'll take it. Roane County working from their own end zone at the 7. They're out now to the 23 on a 2nd down and 6. 14-7 Raiders. Motion across is Richardson looking for the throw, dumping it out. That's Watson, cuts it back to the middle. Watson, he's got strength. He'll fight out to the 27 and be a yard shy of another 1st down.
56, Jonathan Cantley.
It's going to be Cantley's 6th tackle here.
That brings up 3rd.
Looks like we have another injured player for Shady Spring holding on to a wrist.
That's the
Is that number 15, Matt?
76.
What? Wow, I am terrible at this. Joseph Calger, the 5'10 sophomore. Looked like just got dinged up on the forearm a little bit. So 3rd down and 1 for Roane County. They need the 28 and a half. 6:35 and rolling in the 3rd. Roane County trying to maintain possession. 3rd man, that is Richardson. He's got the 1st down. Wait a minute, is that Richardson or is that Garrett Brabham?
That's Richardson.
Boy, for a second I saw a 5 there.
Brabham's 2.
Yeah, Brabham's 2, dude.
That results.
I'll get him right. This is the first game. Leave me alone.
Preseason form.
Never.
Yep. I don't care who it is. He got a 1st down. Chains continue to move. Roane County looking good here on this drive. And now Roane County calls the Cleveland and trying to get things moving quickly. They got an O lineman or D lineman over the zone, and that will give Roane County 5 more. They tried that in the 1st quarter early, John, did not work.
As a coach, you love to get those free yards, and with our possession here, we're able to get the ball even closer to midfield. And a 1st and manageable possession here.
Started at the 7 after the turnover, and now out to the 38-yard line. 6 minutes and rolling, 3rd quarter. Roane County leading by a touchdown, 14-7. Richardson once again off tackle, and he is close to another 1st down.
Richardson brought down by number 33, Samuel Barnett.
Well, John, when all else fails, heavy's always there. if you've got those good lead blockers, and right now you've got Lane Watson and you have got the bowling ball that is Clay Walker creating enough space for Richardson.
That is a first down, Roane
You
County.
also you can put Lane back there to dot that I in heavy.
And that's what they're going to do this time. Leland Schaefer checking in as a lead blocker this time. 1st and 10 out to the 44-yard line. And a whistle and a flag comes in early, and maybe a procedure call on Roane County, lined up offsides. Ugh. Again, those are the ones that will gray Coach Paul Burnett's hair more than it already has over the last 13 years.
Yeah.
That is number 6. Is that correct, Matt? 6
You are correct.
penalties, 5 in the first half alone. I would say 4 of those in the first quarter alone. 5:30 and counting, third quarter. Roane County very methodical from the 7 out to their own 38. 1st and 15, though, after the penalty. Handoff, give, that is Watson. Watson, look at the strength of Watson in those legs and that mentality that he is not going to give up. He picks up big yardage.
Brought down by
got the 5 back and then about 7 more. And it'll bring up second down and 4.
Look at the power of the legs of Lane Watson right here on the replay. Just jumping for extra yards. And he likes contact a little bit, I think.
Such a big, strong athlete. You got to get him more touches.
Yeah, he's got to have the ball in his hands.
Just shy of midfield at the Raider 49. Second down and 4. Fully loaded backfield. 3 lined up, dotted by Richardson. This will be the second man, and that was blown up by an defensive tackle. Walker loses a yard maybe. Brings up third down and 5.
John Cantley. That brings up a third.
That guy is been a menace.
Yeah, his 7th tackle here in the ball game. That's not as bad as the Mountaineer thing.
It doesn't go as high pitched.
Nothing is that bad.
Third down and 5 for the Raiders at the 4:10 mark of the third quarter. 14-7 Roane County. Double wing set, the quick hitter. Richardson to the outside, needs a lead blocker, needs to cut it up. Cuts it up right near the yard to reach. Flag comes in late, and it looks like nevertheless, even if he didn't make it, the Raiders sideline are showing that penalty to be on Shady.
Yeah, right here he's going to get past the first down marker and just a late hit out of bounds.
And again, you saw on that replay the lead blocking of Clay Walker. He is just making contact, initiating contact, and then shoving down the field.
You know, you think about it over the last few years with Begler and Delk, those guys were behind them, watched how they did things. You know, Delk, Begler, Paxton, it's the same kind of blocking that we got going on. Nice drive here for Roane County.
Clay Walker's always had that kind of team-first mentality, too.
Yeah. So the 5-yard gain would have made a first down, add more to it, 15 yards, and Roane County has it first down and 10 inside the 35 to the 33 of Shady. And they are sticking with the heavy package. This time Watson looking for running room, picks a nice lane, puts that left foot in the ground and cuts it up for about 4.
Number 54.
Very methodical drive. This started early in the third quarter after the fumble caused by Roane County on the almost touchdown by Green. They started this at the 7.
13th play of the drive.
Second down and 6 at the 30. Actually, the 29. Greathouse moving back and forth. Finally gets set under the center. This time Watson again. Lane, he's got close to first down yardage. And he will just continue to use that strength he developed in the offseason.
22, Caden
This is one of those type of drives that Roane County is so well known for, John, and it just really blisters those front linemen on the defense. You see him hands on hips trying to really catch some breath.
Heavy is tough to handle anyways, but then when you put a running back in there like Lane Watson, long and strong, he's able to fall forward. It kind of reminds me of Dalton Brendo, if you remember a few years back in with Worth County.
Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. First and 10, Roane County at the 22. 14-7, your score, Roane County leading.
This message comes to you courtesy of Brandon Dental Associates, conveniently located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. Benjamin Franklin is credited with saying an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and so it is with daily and regular professional preventive dental care. Brushing twice a day and flossing once a day, combined with regular professional preventive care at least twice a year, can help provide a lifetime of dental health. Call Brandon Dental at 304-927-2775 for your family's dental care. That's Brandon Dental Associates at 304-927-2775.
The timeout called by Shady Spring on the defensive side. Roane County really starting to impose some strength on this heavy package. It's been a long, methodical drive. They've made it down to the 22 of the Tigers from their own 7. Roane County leading 14-7 with a first and 10 now.
You know, a couple years back, we had to have these kind of drives to win ball games. Last year was a different story, but we still know how to do this. The coaching staff knows how to put these guys in the right position. So, yeah, Roane County in business.
First down and 10, back to traditional I for the Raiders. Here's the pitch to the outside. Richardson with lead blocking. Richardson is towards the edge, picks up a nice first down carry. And again, showing very nice
number 52.
smarts on those carries. He knows what he needs to get. He knows what he can get, and he doesn't try to push too much. He gets what he's supposed to, and that was a good 5, almost 6-yard carry on first down.
Right. A quick shout out to our boy Dylan Webb listening in New York right now. He's been texting me. He said Dalton Brenda was 10 years ago. That was a few years back.
Second down 5 inside the 20 to the 17 of Shady. Back to heavy. Third man, Richardson bounces it out. Now cuts it up inside to the 15 and down near the 12. And it looks like that may be another first down, depending on where they mark him.
It's going to be close. I think they might call for a measurement here. No, it's an injury.
We have an official timeout.
Well, those are things. I'm kind of shocked. I haven't seen more cramping in the first game.
It's not as humid here tonight.
True. Well, this is, again, for both sides, you know, if it's just a cramp, that's cool, you're okay. And both sides, the Shady team gets a chance to discuss some things defensively. Roane County gets a little breather, gets a chance to make sure they're all on the same page.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to bring a different personnel in. I think B. Rich will not be the guy dotting the I. I think it's going to be Lane right here in the heavy look. They brought Richard Greathouse in to come in and play another offensive lineman position.
It'll be third down and very short, or first down. I think they are waiting until they get the cramp, and that is that Cantley once again? Is that 56
Davis,
or 58?
50.
Well, at least I was in the 50s.
Yeah.
Connor Davis, just a little cramping, so hopefully he'll be back and ready to go quickly.
Your vision's in the 50s, bub.
Man, it's 1 against 4 here. They will call it a third down in inches for Roane County. Obviously, they are in 4-down territory.
16th play of the drive.
They would like to get it here. 14-7, Raiders leading. 2:52 remaining in the third quarter.
Third down.
It will be Watson dotting the I. Greathouse, hands to Watson. Outside, there's a lot of room. Watson, a hole clear completely.
88 with the
and holy cow. One kicked out and one sealed in, John. The two lead blockers created a hole that I may have been able to score in.
All it was a kick play here. Nobody.
Nah, I would have gotten caught. Watson then.
Pretty sure we all would have got caught.
Unfortunately, Watson there, did you see? He twisted his ankle trying to slow down. Hopefully he's all right. That was a little scary for a second. So Roane County, boy, what a great drive, methodical. Greathouse to hold, Cottrell to kick, the snap, the hold, the kick. It's over towards the left, stays inside. And that was a statement drive in the third. 21-7 with 2:41 left in the third quarter. Roane County leading. We'll be back.
Carpenter's General Store in Spencer has been saving you money and giving you the best selection in Roane County since 1996. We have an amazing selection of domestic, import, and craft beers, ciders, and wines at the absolute lowest prices anywhere. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you. We have a sporting goods section with all the right fishing gear, locally crafted lures, and live bait. And we also carry a great selection of firearms and ammunition. And once again, if we don't have it, we'll get it for you with the lowest prices guaranteed. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So come see us at 746 Arnoldesburg Road in Spencer. It's a convenience store with a whole lot more.
Well, we were just watching the replay once again of Watson hit the white line after scoring, and he went down. Hopefully that was just a fluke thing. Nevertheless, Matt White, we spent a lot of time on offense with that scoring drive.
Yeah, it was 16 plays, 93 yards, 7:02 off the clock. Lane Watson caps it off with a 13-yard touchdown run. Coben Cottrell, another beautiful extra point. Roane County up 21-7 here as we get winding down in the third.
So a good drive by the Raider offense. Very, very clean, too. That's a big sign after all the troubles in the first half. Let's see now, John, if the defense can keep from having to bend but not break. See if they can find what's going on with this up-tempo passing game of Green and Shady Spring. Cottrell, this will sail left to right. McCoy, Bailey, both dangerous, back deep. Angled over towards Bailey at the 10. Bailey to the 20. Slows down, looks for room, doesn't have a lot, and he'll be locked up just past the 30.
Number 1 with the
Give him
return,
21 on the return.
Brought down by the Raiders defense.
Leland Schaefer, I think, in there on a tackle.
Who's that ball? 31? Sweet.
Ball resting on the 31, right to left for the final 2 minutes, 34 seconds of the third will go. The Shady Spring offense. And this is where Roane County faithful just kind of holding their breath, hoping that something can be found out that is happening well for this Shady team. Twin receivers, both sides. Davis to the right of Green in the shotgun. 3-step drop over the middle. Flushed. Looking to throw. Doesn't have anywhere to go with it. It's on the ground. Is it going to be an incomplete pass? I think so. Obviously, his arm was moving forward. Nevertheless, it was picked up by a lineman.
There's a penalty on the play.
Penalty on the play, yeah.
Calger got a hold of that one. Coach Peary out on the field saying we're not taking the penalty.
It's going to bring up a second down.
Well, the official's still talking it over. We're not even sure if it's on the Raiders or on Shady or not.
Well,
Officials.
Considering Peary's body language, you would assume, but you never know.
Nope, that is on Roane County. Face mask. Inadvertent. Somebody trying to get their hands up for that pass, Matt, may have come down on the face mask accidentally.
Penalty, repeat, first down.
Well, that was obviously a frustration issue for Coach Peary out on the field saying no. First down and 5. They'll move it out past the 35 just to the 36 of Shady. 2-11 and rolling. Snap back. Green's going to keep it himself, and he is hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Clay Walker gets lower. Wow.
Number 25.
He definitely got there quickly. Hit and wrapped up. We're going to watch here on the replay.
Well, we've always said, John, as a football, low man wins.
Reads it, wraps up low, and takes him down.
Loss of a yard on the play. Second down, and we'll call it 6 at the 35. 21-7, Roane County leading. Green, shotgun, looking near side. Now to the far side, dumps it out. And boy, did he have a guy about 3 steps ahead of the defender, but he overthrew Nathan easily. Well, maybe Green feeling some footsteps there, released really quickly.
Yeah, there was some pressure, but not enough to be in his face.
That will stop the clock at 1:27 in the third. Third down and 6 at the 35 of the Tigers. Again, we said weapons are all over the field here for Green, and he's going to send 3 of them to the near side. Single to the far side, to the left of the shotgun, Davis. Once again, boy, Bailey left early and got away with it. Green goes down, tried to throw it. That could have been intercepted by Coben Cottrell. That was a dangerous play, but Green's knee went down, and that is going to be a big, deep sack by Roane County.
Yeah, Andy Jetton coming off the edge right here, Drew, so that's going to give Andy a sack in the game. You see number 20 gets a hand in there and takes him down. Andy Jetton, another one of those guys that switched his position from corner. I like him here at defensive end.
Oh, he made his body a defensive end body. He has been working out solid for 3 years, biding his time, and now he is ready to produce defensively. Roane County will send Lane Watson to the 40 of Roane County. Here comes the punt. High into the night sky, shallow, lands at the 47, and then crosses the timeline. People getting upset about a really nice block there. Hey, Brody Proctor did not know what was happening behind him. His job is to block for his return man, and he did just that.
You'll see. He's doing his job. The guy doesn't know what's going on. Oh,
luckily he didn't fall back and touch that football.
Yeah.
So Roane County defensively that time looked a little better, John.
Yes, definitely looked a little bit better. A lot more pressure up the middle, and I like that because that's what they were doing there in that first quarter that put Green on his heels. So now Roane County with an opportunity to stay in heavy and just eat the clock up.
Second drive of the third quarter starts at 31 seconds and at the 45 of the Raiders. Richardson bounces to the outside, trying to beat the speed. He does. Here goes Richardson over midfield, down inside the 45. Coach Paul Burdett mentioned that B. Rich may be the fastest kid he's coached from 0 to 10 yards.
Yes, there is no doubt.
First down, Roane County.
I mean, Dylan Cottrell was pretty quick. He was shifty side to side. Nathan Reynolds, one of those guys, pretty quick, but B. Rich is shot out of a cannon.
Crossing midfield inside the 45 to the 44 with 24 seconds. The clock is stopped as Richardson went out of bounds. Raiders a little late to get this play, and they'll break the huddle with 8 on the clock. They'll stay in heavy. Great house, turns hands. This is Watson. And Lane with a yard, maybe 2, depending on the spot. And that will be the final play of quarter number 3. Well, we had good plays on both sides. The Raiders with a big stop as it looked like Shady was about to score. They get the turnover, the big methodical drive, and they are on the move after getting the ball back 3 and out. We will come back to Shady Spring High School with fourth quarter action. Roane County leading 21-7.
Stop by Spencer Cash Saver to check out our fresh produce, quality meats, and our new grab-and-go deli sliced meats and cheeses. New 2-week ads start every other Thursday with the best prices for your budget. Save money and shop local at Spencer Cash Saver.
Your score after 3 quarters of play here in Shady Spring, West Virginia. Roane County leading 21-7. 2 very good things happened in that third quarter, John. Well, I would say 3. First, it was Roane County, the methodical drive. Second, that was caused by the turnover. And third, a 3 and out once again defensively.
Yeah, the drive for me was the big thing because you eat the clock up. You keep that defense out there on the field, and then you let your offense kind of get into that rhythm of heavy, and that's what we had to do here in this situation. We did it 2 years ago at St. Mary's when it got very late. We threw heavy in at halftime, and we were able to come out with the win, a 6-0 win. But kind of reminds me of the same thing. But it's nice to see like another two-headed monster. You have Lane Watson, and you have B. Rich. B. Rich is starting to figure out how to run the football. In a varsity game when it's got to be on his shoulders.
And he's over the 100-yard mark now, 109.
Fantastic for Brandon Richardson, the senior. So we will reverse field, and for the final quarter of play here tonight, Roane County will move from right to left. We have a 2nd down and 9. The ball resting at the Shady Spring 43-yard line with Roane County leading 21-7.
A couple guys shooting me some messages. Jason Ash said, don't forget about Jason Alvis. He had a quick burst. And Bucky Engel says our defense is playing really well.
That's not fair from Jason Ash. I can't remember that long back. Heavy package on a 2nd down and 9. 3 in the backfield. Richardson, no, it'll be a fake. Looking to throw. Greathouse. He'll dump it out to the edge. He's got his man, Lane Watson.
First
shielding, boxing out the defender and making the play. And what a call by Roane County offensively.
That results in a Roane County
and that's
down.
just like Novocaine. You keep sending it up the middle and off tackle, and all of a sudden you roll a confident thrower this year in Jacob Greathouse.
Yeah, well, you have a big body receiver that's Lane Watson that just goes up and gets everything. Kid's been doing it pretty much his whole life. Nice to see him doing it here tonight on Friday.
Chains moving. 1st and 10 at the 33 of Shady. Greathouse checking with the sideline. Gets the call. Hands it off. Richardson off tackle. B. Rich, and he has got 2 hands wrapped around that ball.
Number 1 with the
and on top of that, he is getting yardage. Now, what I'm seeing here is some very good maturation in this first game by those young linemen already.
Yeah. You're going to look at some film after the game of the linemen and critique those guys, but in heavy, it's nice. It's nice to be able to push some guys around up front and get your team on the board, hopefully here once again.
7 on the carry, 2nd down, 3. Ball just outside the 25. Roane County sticking heavy. Greathouse turns, hands. Richardson again. He's got the 1st down and more. Richardson fighting through the 2nd unit, inside the 20, down inside the 15 to the 14. A big gain for Richardson, and that will move the chains yet again at the 10:40 mark of the ball game.
Yeah, nice play here, just a heavy. B. Rich figuring this thing out. 2 hands on the ball, keep your shoulders down, and keep moving. Coach Gray just sent me a message and said, remember the long drive at Sissonsville? My goodness, this is the same kind of feel that you got that night.
Well, with a 21-7 lead, you're trying to get it into the end zone and extend that lead. This time, Clay Walker, he's got lots of room. Walker towards the end zone. He is in. A 2nd score for Clay Walker, and he had earned that with all the lead blocking in the previous 2 series.
Love to see a lead blocker get a chance to get the ball in his hands, and you can watch right here. In the next replay that he's going to play, it's a T formation, Drew. T formation. It's been a while since we've seen that. You had Lane Watson, I believe you had Coben Cottrell, and then you had Clay Walker.
Extra point attempt. Cottrell again, leg in. Wow. I am in shock with the leg of that young man. Roane County, another sustained drive, 28-7 with 10:06 left in the ball game.
Here's why D&D with dynamite. D&D, they'll treat you right. D&D with lots of cars. D&D will sell you ours.
Come on down to D&D Motors and see Dan for your next quality used car. And for everyone who already has a used car, come and see Donna and her team of mechanics at D&D Customer Care for all your maintenance needs. From oil change to brakes and tires to alignment and everything in between. D&D, we are a full-service business that can meet all of your automotive needs. Call the dealership at 304-519-2157 or D&D Customer Care for your next appointment at 304-927-5688.
Matt White, Roane County gaining confidence by the quarter here. Another score on a nice drive.
Yeah, an excellent drive. 3 first downs on that one. 6 plays, 55 yards, 2:25 off the clock. Clay Walker, 13-yard touchdown run. Coben Cottrell destroys the ball again. 4 for 4 from extra points. Roane County 28, Shady Spring 7.
10:06 left in the contest. Cottrell will boot it from right to left. Again, Bailey and McCoy back deep. Bailey has taken the majority. This one's squibbed. It will still be Bailey fielding it on a tough hop at the 10. Comes to the Shady sideline. Now cuts back and gets his own player in his way. That holds him up for a bit. He still will make it past the 30. He's done it every single return. And Shady will start possession at about the 35 exactly.
Yeah, Chad Blosser that time pushed him out of bounds. Right now is the time where you like defense kind of pinned their ears back. If that defensive front right here could keep pressure and we get another score, this thing is pretty close to being over. Roane County really come out here in the second half, Drew, and have played pretty good.
Well, even if you do give up a score, please make it a long score instead of something that takes very short time. 1st and 10, handoff Davis, off tackle, not a lot of room. He squeezes through, and Richardson comes in at the last second, and they're going to call Richardson.
Brought down by number 88, Wayne Watson. We have a flag on the play.
They're going to call Richardson on a personal foul as Watson was trying to wrap up, and Richardson came flying in.
I don't know if it's on B-Rich or not. Oh, it's going to be on Shady.
Wow, I thought for sure because the official was talking it over. And, of course, Davis was not down by any stretch of the imagination. He was just being held up.
I think B-Rich just came in and just hit the entire pile. I don't
think he hit Lane in the back.
He may have hit his own teammate in the back. Lane Watson, like, what was that for? He's like, hey, man, I had him already. B-Rich, a torpedo. And so the penalty, in fact, on Shady. I spoke too soon. I'm in first game mode as well.
Penalty on the offense.
And that looks to be a personal foul variety.
15-yard variety.
A little bit of frustration, John, and again, first game, and that third quarter is really going to cause more frustration for Shady.
Yeah, here you have to really be smart as a player when you're kind of enforcing your will on the other team. You can't let things get chippy.
Second down and long. Green. 5-step drop, pressure, dumps it off to the outside, and Watson right there to gobble up easily after about a 2-yard gain. And the confidence level and the momentum, John, after that first series that almost had Shady tie it, the momentum was on their side.
Yeah.
Once they fumbled, it's been all Raiders.
Right. You get into that heavy offense and you just keep forcing your will on the other team. Gives us confidence that when we go up 28-7, now our defense is flying around the ball once again.
3rd down and 20 at the 30 or 25. Green, 5-step drop, no pressure. He's going to dump it downfield deep. Easily almost had it. Great pressure, though, on the edge. And a flag comes flying in late.
That wasn't even the official that was standing right there. Come on.
Very nice coverage by Chad Blosser, and the officials standing down. I tell you, Coach Colasurto's got some pull after 19 years, and it wasn't the official right near the play. It was the one getting chirped at by Coach Colasurto that throws it in late.
On the defense.
After 19 years, you've earned a few, right?
Oh, see right here.
Boy, that was great defense by Blosser.
Maybe just a hand slowed him up just a little bit, but I thought it was great coverage myself.
I'll give you that as well. Nevertheless, it will not be a first down yet. Still will be 3rd down.
3rd down.
But instead of 3rd and 20, it's 3rd and 4 all the way out to the 41-yard line. 8:45 remaining in the game. Raiders leading 28-7. Trip receivers to the wide side. That's the far side. Snap back to Green.
Bunner.
Looking outside, he has got Bailey in and out of the hands. Sorry, that was not Bailey, that was McCoy. Bunner wanting a holding call.
Josiah McCoy.
I looked down and seen who Bunner was lined up against. I thought Bunner's going to be in the backfield quickly, and he definitely was.
Boy, another good coverage play by Roane County on the edge. Step for step was Jacob Greathouse that time. Brings up 4th down and 4. Big play opportunity for the defense. 8:40 left, 28-7 Roane County. Green in the shotgun, receivers to both sides. Green looking over the middle, pressure, eludes the pressure, dumps it out on the edge. What a shot down there to Bailey, diving and pulling it off of the turf at the Roane County 45. That was all Green first and Bailey second.
Yeah, nice kind of improvised play.
Bunner had the pressure. Oh, ever so close. What a play by the senior, Brady Green. Chains move with 8:20 and counting in the game, 28-7 Roane County. Green from the shotgun again. He's just all throw here tonight. Nowhere to go. Dumps it out on the edge, and that one goes out of bounds. Good pressure and good coverage by Clay Walker, by the way, John.
Yeah, he's a backer. He's got to read that guy coming out of the backfield. Did a great job. Andy Jetton got a lot of pressure there. Coben Cottrell on the far side. Coben, not a lot of experience at the D end.
Neither of our D ends.
Right. But if he figures out to get to that second gear, he's going to be in the backfield just as quick.
Clock stops at 8-1-1. 28-7 Roane County in the fourth. Second 10 from Roane County's 46. Twins to both sides. Snap back to Green. Looking near side. Green is going to dump it over the middle. There's Bailey open! And in and out of the hands of Jalen Bailey. That was a TD.
Jalen Bailey.
Wow, that was a on-the-money ball.
I'm telling you, when Green has time to throw, he will put a dart to his receivers, and that one was so close to being 6 for Shady. Raiders better take a big, deep breath.
That's a sigh of relief there.
Yeah.
8:05 remaining. Clock continuing to stop with these pass incompletions. 3rd and 10 from the Roane County 46. 3 receivers out to the far side. 1 to Shady's sideline. Snap to Green. A little pressure. And that's going to be a flag. Bunner came flying in, and Freebird came flying in, and instead of getting him on the shoulder pad, got him around the neck.
They just tried to clothesline him.
Listen, I'm going to have to talk to him because we're teaching guys to get low. He's a wrestler, man. You got to go for that double leg blast.
Freebird is 6'2", and he did not get low on that play and wrapped his big mitt around the neck of the quarterback Green, and that was a good play till the end.
Yeah.
So that's going to give Shady the first down. 8 minutes, 1 second remaining in the game. Roane County leading 28-7. And the flag will move it inside the Roane County 35 down to the Raider 31-yard line.
Flag number 9 here in the ball game for the Raiders.
Tigers go back to balanced lineup here. Twins to both sides. Ball resting on the near hash. Snap to Green. He'll give it this time to Davis. Davis looking for anywhere, anything, nothing.
Gavin Davis.
Absolutely nothing. Great pressure from the front and second line. As Noah Jett first to get there, and then, of course, the Torpedo playing safety / lineman. Loss of a yard on the play, and for once, Roane County able to start that clock moving a little bit. 7.5 and rolling here in the fourth. Roane County with a 3-touchdown advantage. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Green ready to throw it. Green steps up in the pocket, hit on the throw, and that's going to stop short of Bailey.
Number 2,
which one got their mitt in? Bunner?
Yep.
Green contorted his body, almost got that clean off, and I think if he does, Bailey's there for the catch. Great play, though, by Jacob Bunner to get an arm in. That will stop the clock at 7:14. Roane County, again, leading 28-7. 3rd down and 11. The yard to reach is the 21 of the Raiders. 3 receivers split out to the wide side of the field. Green looking over there. Green setting. Now he's flushed over to the edge. Dumps it out near the first down mark. And what are you supposed to do?
We have a flag on the play.
What is our guy supposed to do? He assumes a catch right there. Easily dropped the ball. Our defensive back was going for the tackle anyway. Didn't know that he didn't catch it.
It's just a bang-bang play, and you hate to see that either way. See if the official waves it off.
Yeah, what's he supposed to do there? Let him catch it and let him run? Well, they're going to call Roane County for the personal foul.
Resulting in a first down, Shady Spring Tigers.
That'll be the first one, Matt, tonight that I disagree with. That'll be the first one.
I'm with you on that one.
I mean, our defensive back is closing on it. He's got his head down, ready to make the tackle, assuming Easley's going to catch it. And Easley drops it, and he tackles him. That's bang, bang. Nevertheless, it will give a first down to the Tigers. 7:06 remaining. 28-7 Roane County. Raiders Looking for some defensive magic here. Green looking far, now back to the near side, dumps it over on the edge. Easley makes the grab with a defender in his grill.
McCoy there.
McCoy. You could not make a better defensive effort than Jacob Greathouse did.
Touchdown.
But McCoy out jumping Greathouse and then pulling it away at the last second and keeping his feet in bounds. That was tremendous by the 6-foot senior.
Great concentration, but like you said, Jacob Greathouse was there step for step. You couldn't play it any better. Just happened to be in his midst.
Well, Bailey was off the field with his helmet off. He'll come on. He is the holder for the kicker, Jacob Shamblin. Well, we have seen nothing but bombs by the kickers here tonight. Shamblin sets for the extra point. And a flag comes flying in.
We have a flag on the play.
Encroachment on the defense.
Is Roane County lined up offsides? Wow. How many penalties now, Matt? 11?
Yep, that will make 11.
And this has just not been the good part of this game at all for Roane County. Of course, you knew you were going to have some mistakes, but penalties just don't like those. Shady looks as if they're going to refuse that penalty. And that is a kicker. You just want to be where you're normally at and where you're comfortable kicking the ball.
Yep.
Unless they were to want to go for 2 instead, that would be a change. But they're going to keep it right at the 10-yard line for the powerful senior kicker, Jacob Shamblin. Snap is back, hold is down, and the kick is up and good. And the Raiders could not hold the Shady Spring Tigers off the board for the entirety of the second half. 2-touchdown lead for Roane County, 28-14.
Since 2019, DW Excavating has been serving Roane and surrounding counties. We offer services including, but not limited to, repairing driveways, construction site preparation, drainage solutions, property brush clearing, farm road construction, culvert repair and installation, and utility line installation and repair. We provide free estimates. Check out our Facebook page or contact us at 304-532-2968 for more information. DW Excavating, taking pride in our work and in our community. DW Excavating is a proud supporter of all Roane County High School athletics. Go Raiders!
Well, some very unfortunate penalties for Roane County on that offensive Shady drive, and the Tigers eventually crack the code.
Yeah, Shady gets on the board with a 10-play, 65-yard drive, took 3:07 off the clock. Green to McCoy, 17-yard touchdown, pitch and catch. Beautiful catch there by McCoy in the end zone, fighting off the defender. Extra point good. Roane County holding on to a 28-14 lead, 6:59 left here in the ballgame.
Raiders expecting an onside kick attempt, so they've got the hands team up. They've got 2 levels, one for the straight onside, the second unit for a possible pooch kick. And it will be a very talented kicker in Jacob Shamblin. B. Rich, the lone player, back deep. 6:59 remaining in the game. Roane County leads by 2 touchdowns. Must be smart here, must secure any onside attempt. And that is booted deep down the sideline. Richardson very quick, and that one goes out of bounds nonetheless. So
kick rolls out of bounds.
That was one of those, John, I think, where Shamblin's trying to hit it off of somebody on the front line.
Yeah. Kick out of bounds.
So now
Roane County first
a
down.
heavy dose of heavy.
And the Raiders just got to keep doing what they do. Again, you don't have to score, but you have to chunk time off of this fourth quarter clock. It wouldn't be, I would certainly be happy if the Raiders were able to put together a 7-minute drive again and put it through. This one will begin at the Raider 35, between the hashes, right to left. Go the Raiders in this final quarter of the first game of the season. And they have 6:59 on the clock. And you would imagine that Shady's D is selling out. They are. 10 in the box. They are expecting nothing but heavy. This is where the offensive line can prove themselves late in this first game. Greathouse under center. Everybody knows what's happening here. It's the question of who is going to do the right thing.
Number 1
Richardson fighting forward for a couple. And let that beautiful clock footage roll.
61.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I was going to say the
That
same
brings
thing.
up second down, Roane County.
Give him 3 out to just shy of the 37.
Yeah, use the clock here. Coach Burdett will definitely do that. You're going to bring out B. Rich. You're going to bring in Richard Greathouse. So that means that 88 is going to be dotting the I on this heavy look.
Theoretically speaking, a few first downs here would help.
Oh, T formation.
T formation. We've seen it once before in this one. It scored Clay Walker. It will be Clay with the carry. Off tackle, and he gets 3 more.
Number 25 with the carry.
Maybe 4, in fact, depending on the spot.
Down by number 80.
And the Raiders have already depleted 1 minute off the clock, and there is a timeout by Shady Spring. So they are going to use this timeout now to try to get Roane County stopped on this 3rd down and get the ball back quickly. So if you're Roane County, you're up by 2. If you don't get this, does it depend on how close you get to the first down to see if the Raiders go on 4th, or do they just punt?
Yeah, you're going to punt. If you're on this side of the field, you're definitely going to punt.
Roane County has had problems with that. That is not something they really have a lot of. They tried to punt it a couple times last year. It ended in disaster.
Yeah, but this is a different year, Drew.
The question is, have they worked on punt?
I believe they probably have. I think at the camp, I think it wasn't just kicking off the tee. I think it might have been punting as well.
Well, you know that a guy can practice the punt itself. We know Coben can kick the ball.
Oh yeah.
Can we get the snap clean? Can we get the hold clean? Can we block well for him to kick that ball?
All right, that's too many what ifs. How about we just get 4 here?
How about we
on
just
the
get a
play?
first down and say forget about
The
it?
Raiders need 3.5 yards. The yard to reach is right shy of the 45. The ball is in between the 41 and the 42-yard line. 3rd down and 3.5. 6:02 left in the game. Roane County leading 28-14. Again, Shady selling out. All 11 in the box. And Roane County going to hand it off anyway. There's Watson. He's not going to have the first down. He may get
Number
2.
88 with the carry, Lane Watson.
So the Raiders
by the Shady Spring defensive line.
have a 4th down and 2.
That brings up 4th down.
And it will depend on what the sideline decides. They're going to go for it, John. 5.5 minutes left in this game. That's a lot of time with an offense like Shady. So
this kind of goes back to the game up in St. Mary's a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
When Coach Burdett said, "I'm not quitting on these guys."
Yep.
I believe in them. I believe they can get those couple of yards that we really need.
Raiders not going to get this play off. They're going to have to hustle, and they're going to have to call a timeout. That's fine.
They called it.
They burned that clock all the way down to 5:15, John. That's as much as they could take off. And there is a debate as to what Roane County will do. 4th down and 1. When we come back, Roane County leading 28-14.
This is Lady Raider volleyball and softball player Mahaley Nicholson for Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Since 2016, ECI has provided West Virginia with top-notch service for both home and commercial needs. We pride ourselves on working closely with our clients to ensure that projects are completed in a timely manner, that customer expectations are met or, in many cases, exceeded. Regardless of the job size, we have solutions for everyone. We specialize in septic systems, brush removal, dirt work, asbestos removal, and more. Check us out on the web at www.eciwv.net or contact us for a quote at 304-532-7653. Fax number 304-532-7653. Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Ed Nicholson, owner, West Virginia Contractors License 055775.
Here's the situation. 5:15 left in the ball game. Raiders leading 28-14. The ball resting at their own 44. They need 1 yard on a 4th down play.
Time for 4th down.
And we'll see if Roane County is able to get this done. Richardson dots that power I formation. Greathouse under center. Snap back. Richardson loses the ball initially, picks it back up, and I think he just
number 1 with the carry.
Scoots himself over the 45.
Brought down.
That was scary initially, John. I saw him fumble that ball into his gut. And the Raiders needed 1.5. They got 1 7/8.
I could see Coach McGinnis over there on the sideline looking, clapping, and he says first down.
Big play for the lead blockers and the O-line. That will extend this drive, and that will move this clock. Under 5 left. Roane County with a new fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 at their own 46. And Roane County not disguising anything. 3 in the backfield, and they are handing it off to Richardson with lead blocking, to Watson with lead blocking, and to Walker here as they're going to try to churn the clock down.
Number 33 on the carry, Colton Starcher. Brought down by number 54.
Nah, that was number 1, Brandon Richardson.
I take it back. This guy's got worse eyes than you.
Finally, someone, I'm going to go buy that guy a drink after this game. They're like, listen, you're not the only one that struggles.
Like, I needed this.
Clock continuing to roll, 4:10. Roane County breaks the huddle with 10 on the play clock. 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard pickup. It's time to give Clay Walker to the corner or to the tackle side.
Number 25,
and he picks up a nice carry.
Walker.
T formation.
Brought down by
I love it.
They're going to say his knee was down at the midfield stripe, so I thought he picked up 7. Give him 4.
3rd down, Roane.
3rd and 5 directly on the midfield stripe with 3:40 left in the game. Roane County just eating up the clock here. One more first down could do the trick. They've gone strictly off tackle and up the middle. And now they'll go traditional I. They'll put 2 wings on, actually be a tight end and a wing near side. 3rd down and 5. Greathouse pitches it to the outside. Richardson got to get the edge. He's got his lead blocker waited nicely for it. Down the sideline goes Richardson to the 30, and that was a big stamp for Roane County offensively. And Clay Walker yet again. John Penna made a perfect lead block. Watch
see
this.
him get on his horse and try to get out there. Watch him cut back, take one guy, chip another guy, and be rich for a first down. Roane County looking to put this thing away on a very good drive.
Boy, and you looked at Clay Walker after that block. He looked over and saw Richardson tackled awkwardly, and he was calling for a horse collar or something.
Yeah.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line with 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the game. Roane County was not set there, and they're going to lose 5.
That play clock was running down, I believe.
Yeah, they were struggling to get set, and Greathouse just, well, you're either going to get a false start or you're going to get a delay of game. Either way, it's 5 yards. So Roane County will back it up to the 37 of the Tigers. They lead by 2 scores, 28-14. The clock will roll.
Well, you take that 5-yard penalty, but that clock rolling, another 25 seconds will run off, under 3 minutes to go.
Raiders break the huddle with 10. That'll give them a chance to get set. They have stuck with heavy. This time it'll be Watson. Watson trying to break free of a leg tackle. Unable to do it, but he will stay with negative or no negative yardage.
53.
You heard Assistant Coach Cody May up behind us saying we've got to break the huddle with almost 15 seconds on the clock so we avoid that catastrophe again. Brings up 2nd down and 15, and the clock getting ready to roll down under the 2-minute mark. I'd like to see Roane County reel off one more first down just to be sure. Again, we'll break the huddle with 10 on the play clock. 2nd down, 15 from the Shady 37. Richardson in motion. He'll get the carry to the outside. Clay Walker leading the way. Richardson breaks free, cuts it back at the 30, to the 20, to the 10, and that is the nail into the coffin.
Carry and touchdown.
Nice blocking, of course, out front. Once again, Clay Walker, but be rich on that quick sweep. You're going to see Clay get a block, And then B-Rich is just starting to see the field a little bit better, Drew. He planted his foot, got a little juke move, and into the corner of the end zone.
Well, on top of that, down the field, Sawyer Hunt getting in front of the defender, and that gave B-Rich the opportunity to cut it back and take it in for the score. Well, and I like that play call. Up the middle, off tackle, and then run a reverse to the edge. Cottrell ready to go for the extra point, and just like every single other one, into the main road. That one was headed. 35-14, and Roane County with a big stamp on this first game of the season. 1:52 left. We'll be back after these messages.
Whether you are new to the world or you've reached your golden years, Roane County Family Healthcare is here to serve you. Hello, I'm Dr. Maria Kessel, inviting you to make an appointment at Roane County Family Healthcare. With 20 years of experience practicing medicine in our community, I made the decision to partner with Roane County Family Healthcare. I am confident that together we put the health of you and your family as our first priority. Roane County Family Healthcare is passionate about serving the families in our community. Please call 304-927-1495 for all of your primary care needs. Roane County Family Healthcare. Health and wellness for the whole family.
Well, the second half has been a big improvement in execution for the Raiders on both sides, proving it right there with the nail in the coffin, Matt White.
A 9-play drive, 65 yards, 5:07 off the clock. B-Ridge 32-yard touchdown run. Coben again perfect, 5 for 5 in extra points. 35-14. Roane County with 1:52 to go.
Cottrell kicking right to left, again back deep. You've got McCoy and a new back guy. What number is that guy? It's 20-something, I think.
22, I believe.
It'll be a scoreboard taken by the up man. Hey, how about the hands?
Kick was returned by number 41.
What a hands play
Garrett
up there
Blake.
by Brody Seabolt.
Down.
Or wait, no, Garrett Blake, the
36
senior.
yard
They have two 41s on the roster. Garrett Blake on the nice recovery. And it'll be great field position here for the Tigers with 1:49 remaining in the game. 1st and 10 on Shady's 46-yard line. Imagine Roane County is going to be safety and corner heavy here for the final 1:49. And it'll be a new quarterback. Saw this young man in the second scrimmage versus West Side, the sophomore coming in, and that is Cal Colasurto, young man, the son of the head coach Vince Colasurto, a 6'4", 165-pound sophomore, Matt. And we saw just a little bit of what he could do with the ball. He throws the ball well as well downfield. Not quite, obviously, as big as his senior counterpart, but again, he's just a sophomore.
Yeah, not quite as muscular, but a tall kid. He can throw the ball really well. I think Roane County called the timeout here. They're going to get some subs in.
Well,
this is the second unit coming in for Shady Spring, even across the offensive line.
And I love seeing that kind of action between two coaches. Sometimes they're able to get each other's attention across the field late in the game, and even if not, you see that they brought in their second unit. You use that timeout, as Coach Burnett would always do. Get his second unit guys in as well. That's respect from both of those coaches.
That's good, classy move at the end of a ball game.
I tell you, this has been a fun first game between these two, and I think that Shady Spring has a lot to look forward to this season. They are a dangerous team.
Oh, they're very dangerous. They have a murder's row schedule in the first four.
Unfortunately, yeah. We'll have Nicholas County next week and then Summers County. And following that, it will be Independence, the defending state champions. Look at this young man, number 34, Evan Romage.
Evan Romage.
Or Romage, sorry. 5'7", 135-pound sophomore, picking up big yardage.
Resulting in a Shady Spring first down.
Picked up about 11 on that play.
Crossing the midfield stripe into Raider territory, moving the chains with 1:42 on a stopped fourth quarter clock. Roane County, though, leading 35-14. The Raiders will be home for the next 4 games. They'll host Lincoln County, Clay County, and Lewis County. And then they will host Polka, a team they have not played since the 90s. Snap back here to Colasurto, flushed out of the pocket, rolling near side. Bradley Mace giving chase. Colasurto cuts it up. Mace recovers, and Mace with the tackle.
Number 13, Cal
Nice
Colasurto,
pursuit there
brought
by
down
the backside.
number 12,
DN Bradley Mace. He chased him clear across the field, Drew. Got a little help from Chad Blosser, but we're going to give both of those fellas a nice tackle here tonight.
8 yards on the scramble by Colasurto. 2nd down and 2. Minute 10 left in the contest. Braxton Browning checking in on the front line. He'll replace Richard Greathouse. Colasurto into the shotgun. 5-step drop, pressure coming. Colasurto hit, dumps it off, and number 4 out there is not on my list, and he's going to score a touchdown with 47 seconds left.
Number 13, Cal Colasurto's pass is caught by number 4, Andrew Baker.
Andrew Baker, okay, never mind that, White. I didn't see the 4 you put out beside Baker. The sophomore, 6'2", 180-pound receiver, found himself open in green pastures, and he runs it in for the late touchdown for Shady.
Yeah, he looked really good on that play. Caught the ball and showed his wheels.
Thought that Colasurto did a great job of hanging in the pocket.
Yeah.
He had pressure from Leland Schaefer on one side and another player on the other. 35-20, they'll go for 2. Colasurto going to roll to the near side, again pressured, dumps it low and in and out of the hands of the target. Great attempt again that time. It was number 33, Sam Barnett.
Cal Colasurto's pass was incomplete, intended
So a score late in the ball game, 47 seconds left, and we will wrap this thing up after these messages.
Go ahead, car. Make my day. Do you have one of those intermittent electrical problems that no one can find? Let Groves Auto Service in Arnoldesburg, West Virginia diagnose and fix that pesky problem for you. Call Groves Auto Service for an appointment today and we will get to the bottom of it. Call 304-655-6765. Groves Auto Service, and don't forget to check out our Facebook page.
47 seconds remaining in the contest. A late score by the second unit, Matt White.
It would help if my microphone's on. Thank you, Drew.
I thought you were in too. Apparently, John stole your mic.
He might have. 3 plays, 54 yards, a minute 5 off the clock. Colasurto to Baker for a 35-yard catch and run for the touchdown. Shady closes the gap 35-20. With 47 seconds left, Roane County will be able to take this one home for the victory.
Raiders will once again send the hands team out just to be sure, and hopefully they will make the play.
To be fair.
Again, things are crazy in football. You get yourself a ball here on an onside kick and a quick score, things get a little squirrely at the end. This one is going to be squibbed over towards the front line and taken nicely. And looking for Leland Schaefer. Nice hands play. And that should do it. Roane County will need only kneel on the football.
Leland Schaefer.
And the Raiders will earn a very nice victory. Simply put, John, it is exactly what you would expect for a first game. There are plenty of penalties to work on, first half turnovers, but good first half to second half adjustments and fixes other than a few more penalties late. No turnovers for Roane County in the second half.
Right.
Defense did a lot better as well.
Yeah. Defense was pretty much the name of the game here. You know, you had Shady inside the 2-yard line twice, and Roane County's defense didn't allow anything to happen there.
Second unit with the freshman quarterback Brody Proctor lining up at QB.
Victory formation.
So Proctor takes the handoff and puts the knee on the turf, and the clock will roll. And the Raiders need not run another play. Second unit's ready, though. He said, come on, give us one more.
At least one more snap and a kneel down.
Now the coaches will pull their players to the sideline.
they might have to run this one. I mean, it's simultaneous play clock and game clock.
Nope.
They'll say no.
Officials say we're done. So the Raiders come into enemy territory at Shady Spring. Opening game of the season, the first ever meeting in the regular season. Between the two, and the Raiders fight through some first half issues and earn a very solid first game victory here tonight. Your final score, Roane County 35, Shady Spring 20. Break to take for our sponsors. When we return, we'll recap the ball game, give you your statistics, and the Willard C. Start your auto parts players of the game after these messages.
Church will be hosting the 5th quarter.
Hi folks, here at Hardman's, we are a full-service building material and hardware store. We have it all, from nuts and bolts to plumbing, electrical, best look paint, lumber, drywall, furniture, appliances, flooring, and kitchen and bath. Our best look paint is a sure win to brighten up your interior walls or spruce up your exterior. We don't just sell the products, but we deliver and install many of them as well. All of our installers are trained and certified. On top of all that, we know a little something about customer service. We'll greet you with a smile and have the knowledge to help you get the job done right. Stop in and let's tackle your next project together. Hardman's, our family serving yours since 1907.
There is nothing quite like mowing season in the Mountain State, and if you love keeping your property looking pristine, stop in at Hildreth Supply on Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer, West Virginia. We supply everything you need to make your yard look its best. Husqvarna riding mowers are in stock, including model number S242XD for $36.99 and model TS142L for only $25.99. We also have plenty of Husqvarna 455 Rancher chainsaws on sale for 15% off while supplies last. Hildreth Supply also has an in-house mechanic for all of your Husqvarna and Shindawa equipment needs. Need a tune-up? We have your man. Visit us on the web at hildrethsupply.com, check out our Facebook page at Hildreth Oilfield Supply, or stop by and see us at the store located on Route 33 in Spencer. Hildreth Supply, a hometown store with hometown ownership and proud supporter of all Roane County athletes.
Hi, this is Lisa Simmons inviting you to shop local and come see me at our fully stocked warehouse, Honest Fred's Flooring. We're located at 373 East Main Street, Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer. At Honest Fred's, you'll find the latest trends in floor covering, carpet, vinyl, tile, hardwood, and the very popular luxury vinyl flooring. We install everything we sell with the best customer service in town. Financing available, so call me today at 304-927-8082 or check us out on the web.
Take a small drive to big savings. HonestFriends.com.
Intelligent Network Securities is a hub-zone, service-disabled, veteran-owned small business located in Central West Virginia. INS provides full-scope, enterprise-level digital security and forensic services. We specialize in state and nation-level cybersecurity intelligence, but we feel compelled as a company to offer our commercial consumers both proactive and reactive defense strategies as well. With 15-plus years experience in the field, providing support to commercial as well as nation and state-level entities, INS can provide insight to protecting your assets with our use and knowledge of bleeding-edge technologies. Check us out on the web at intelligent-network-security.com or call us at 304-566-9111. Brian Cottrell, President.
You've been enduring some of the hottest days of summer. Now it's time to enjoy the hottest deals of summer during the summer sales event at Jack Garrett Ford. 2 new Broncos in stock, plus sizzling savings on used. Like a 19 Ford EcoSport, now $19,900. Whoa, a 17 Kia Sportage, now $17,900. Local trade 2010 RAV4, $12,900. These and more while they last during summer sale savings. Jack Garrett Ford, Ripley Road, Spencer.
We welcome you back to Thomas Field and Shady Spring High School. First game of the 2023 season, a successful victory in that it's a win for Roane County 35-20. First meeting in the regular season between these two schools. And much like we did expect, although maybe a little more than we expected, Roane County, their issues with the first game were penalties for the game. Matt White is adding up all of the stats right now. We'll find out the final total, but at one point we believe Roane County was up to 12 penalties. In the first half, they were very inopportune. They canceled a couple of drives that Roane County had. They did not affect one other scoring drive that Roane County had. Also, in the first half, Roane County put the ball on the turf 2 times, lost both, so 2 turnovers in the first half. They obviously took care of those issues with the turnovers, did not turn it over in the second half. The penalties were staying low for a while, and then Roane County hit a run of about 3 or 4 in a row that added up the total for those. But I think that John Penna, defensively, they needed that stop at the end of the first half so they could go into the locker room and talk over what they were seeing and what they were missing, because they came out in the second half. They did let Shady down the field, but they got the turnover that they needed, and that was a +1 in the second half for Roane County. Then they went on the drive that we needed for Roane County. They are a methodical group that can score in heavy. They can take numerous minutes off the clock. They just got to do it and keep control of the ball. They absolutely did. And from that point on, I think momentum and the wind out of the sails for the Shady team, and Roane County defensively looked basically solid the rest of the game.
Yeah. You know, when they got there to that to that kind of goal line stand, that kind of changed the momentum for Roane County. Once the fumble happened, we got the ball, we drive down, we score. Well, then we started pressuring up the middle on defense once again. And once you got in the face of Green, he threw the ball a little bit inaccurate. But, you know, and there were some breakdowns in coverage in the secondary, but those things can be worked on over the next week to kind of tune that up. And I know that Coach McGinnis is going to take pride in trying to do that. But, you know, just a game that we kind of needed to eke out and kind of figure out who we are early in the season. And, you know, we'll go home, we'll watch this film, and we'll make the adjustments that we need to make. And then we get ready for Lincoln County next week.
Many times, John, you've said that this is a group of kids who have won a lot of games and won a lot of close games. They know how to get things done in stressful situations. It was 14-7 at the half. The whole thing got started with the opening kickoff. Shea Harper returning the kick at the opening start of the game, 89 yards, drug down at the 1. Clay Walker punches it in immediately. Coben Cottrell, perfect tonight as extra point kicker. 7-0 right off the bat. Roane County caused 3 and outs defensively the first 3 series for the Tigers. Roane County, their own worst enemy. They fumbled the ball on a second drive and had penalty problems on a third drive and ended up losing possession. On the fourth, they did have some penalty issues, but they were able to overcome that with some big plays. Scored the second touchdown of the game to lead 14-0. And at that point, Shady Spring went on a tear. Looked like Roane County's defense was not going to be able to stop the Shady offense as they really chunked up yardage. Got 7 on the board. Again, Shea Harper goes down on that 14-point score, and he is not back. Again, we talked to his parents. He is receiving x-rays. We haven't had any updates, so we know it's an ankle issue, and we pray for the best case scenario for Shea, and hopefully he is going to be okay at some point this season. If not, you know, it's just the way football is. Roane County, though, needed a big play in the first half. I think they were really struggling, and they got a fourth down stop, at the 6-inch line to keep Shady from tying it right before the half. That was a big momentum boost for the Raiders. They came right out in the second half defensively. Shady took the possession down the field. They got a fumble on a 4th down carry when it looked like the quarterback Brady Green was going to score to tie it again. Raiders recover, and Raiders end up putting the 21 on the board. They played great defense after that, got the ball back once again, scored on a late touchdown by Brandon Richardson to make it 28. Well, actually scored again to make it 28-7, and then gave up the 1 touchdown towards the end of the game. B. Rich gets it back, and Roane County, it was basically 35-14. A late touchdown for the second unit. That's one of those things that you just give up there. But just a great performance, even in this first game with all the problems. Roane County gets it done. A win is a win, no matter how you look at it. 35-20, Matt White, the final.
Brandon Richardson leading the way on the ground. 22 carries, 185 yards, and a touchdown. Lane Watson, 9 carries, 47 yards and a score. Clay Walker, 12 carries, 40 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jacob Greathouse, he was 5 of 7 through the air for 72 yards, had a rushing touchdown of his own. Lane Watson, 3 catches for 37 yards. Coben Cottrell, 1 catch for 25. And Clay Walker with 1 catch for 10 yards. 17 first downs on the evening for Roane County. 12 penalties for 96 yards for the Raiders and 2 turnovers, but a 30-minute time of possession. Roane County really controlling the clock in this one. Defensively, Lane Watson had 8 tackles. Brandon Richardson had 7. Jacob Greathouse with 2 tackles and a fumble recovery. Andy Jetton and Clay Walker each got a sack to their credit. Freeland and Bunner 2 tackles apiece, but those guys were wreaking havoc in the backfield throughout this ball game. And Noah Jett with 5 tackles of his own. Roane County 292 yards on the ground, 72 through the air. That's 364 yards of total offense for the Raiders. For the Shady Spring Tigers, Gavin Davis 8 carries, 33 yards and a score. Brady Green 13 carries for 32 yards. Green was also 10 of 20 through the air for 143 yards and 1 touchdown. 6 of those catches by Jalen Bailey for 99 yards. And Josiah McCoy with 2 catches for 25 yards and a touchdown. 12 first downs on the evening for the Tigers, 4 penalties for 45 yards, 1 turnover, 18-minute time of possession. Defensively for the Tigers, Helmer with 8 tackles. John Cantley was a wrecking ball in the middle with 7 tackles, and then Barnett with 7 tackles as well. Connor Davis with 5 tackles and a fumble recovery, and Cantley also had a fumble recovery of his own. For the Tigers, 85 yards on the ground, 178 through the air. That's 263 yards of total offense for the Tigers. So add that all up, and you got a 35-20 victory for your Roane County Raiders.
Raiders start off the 2023 season with victory number 1. 1-0 on the season. We'll talk about the next broadcast and wrap things up here from Shady Spring High School with our Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Player of the Game after this.
It's almost back to school time, and you know what that means. Morning school bus stops, student drop-off areas, and evenings spent driving the kids to all their activities. With all this in mind, safety is key. Are your wiper blades effectively cleaning your windshield for a better view? Do your brakes help you to stop on a dime? Whether you need brakes, rotors, calipers, wiper blades, or belts, Willard Starchers has the best staff in town and keeps quality parts in stock to ensure your car is safely operating in tip-top shape. Stop by Willard Starchers today, located behind Spencer Middle School, or give us a call, 927-2520. Willard Starchers, open 7 days a week.
We welcome you back to Thomas Field here at Shady Spring High School. Final score, Roane County gets it done in the second half big time with a final of 35-20. Roane County 1-0 on the season now as we get set for the next contest, 4 at home. And the next one we'll talk about just in a second. Before we do that, though, with those of you out there in TikTok watching us, we got to give away our Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Player of the Game. For offense and defense, John Penna, what do you have for us this one?
Yeah, for offense tonight, I've got Brandon Richardson, 22 carries, 185 yards, and a touchdown. And I'm going to give a nod to Clay Walker as well. Clay Walker, 12 carries, 40 yards, 2 touchdowns. Great game for him, and he blocked his tail off all night offensively. Defensively, I'm going to give it to Lane Watson. Lane finished with 8 tackles. He could have been one of those offensive guys, too, but defensively he was